that is a 90s Taco Bell menu.
Oh,
and
shit.
How to Train Your Dragon?
How to Train Your Dragon world, yes.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah!
You had a great time, other than being wheelchair bound, which sucked. That was a my whole ride, is what we called it.
Who's among us hasn't f***ing pooped in the bed? Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 490. I'm your co-host, as usual, Matt Hag.
And I'm Spanky Works.
John_Danger.
And I'm TJ May of May. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 530. I'm your host, John Danger.
That doesn't sound right.
Joined by the rest of my co-hosts that are just gonna be unnamed, huh? Nameless. We shouldn't use names anymore, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, at this
If
point,
I say my name on this podcast, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm the one listener. I want to talk to you." And I'm gonna, no, I don't want them to talk to me.
If I use the name of the podcast, we get arrested by ICE. So
yeah. His name is Joshua. Actually, my name is Jonas.
You know what I thought was funny? I was looking up some bullshit on Wikipedia because I have autism and that's what I do.
Yeah.
And what I was looking up was the
How
origin...
much more Tylenol can I take?
Yeah, I took too much Tylenol and now I'm on Wikipedia all day. The fucking... I was looking up where Jesus came from, specifically that pronunciation of the word Jesus.
Oh, instead of
And-
Jesus or
like
Yeshua or whatever. Anyway,
and
go
the
ahead.
thing is that Yeshua,
Yeshua,
I believe close to the Hebrew pronunciation of that became Joshua.
Huh.
yeah,
So Jesus literally has no actual etymological origins except for the fact that people, when they imported it, didn't want to call people Josh if the Messiah was named Josh.
Mm-hmm.
So they just invented Jesus as a different way of saying it.
I don't think Roman had like a sh sound, did it?
Well, the thing is
Or
that
Latin,
Roman had a bazillion languages in it. So
Fair.
Yeah, their
whole
empire
reason
was
they're-
kind of vague. I
yeah,
don't know
like
if
the
you've
whole
heard of
reason
that.
there's a K and a C in our alphabet is because the Romans just conquered people who had a K and were like, "Fuck it, keep it. Why not?"
Fuck it.
Um,
K's exist now.
Look, we're not going to be able to spell the name of this place if we don't.
And that's
take
why
a
we
K.
have Caesar as a pronunciation instead of Caesar because of anyway. Because we already had the S for that. If we wanted it to be called Caesar, it'd be S, not
Yeah.
C.
It'd be
Well, in
Kaiser
Vegas,
Soze.
it's both, depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah. So
All right. Before we get too much further in, though, I have to share my drink.
Okay.
I've been very excited. So my wife
my wife,
My wife.
and I went
Or at-
to the
Sacha Baron
store
Cohen.
that TJ talked about once in the past. Five Below. You've been to Five Below, TJ?
Yeah.
I've been to Five Below.
You're a
Five
fun,
I thought
Below's
you
a
was gonna say
fun
Quick
store.
Trip.
Five
Five
Below.
Below's a fun
but-
store.
Five Below is a fun trip because
It is.
they got all sorts of dumb shit, and it's all really cheap. And they have skibbity toilet blind boxes that I didn't buy as a joke, but I could have bought as a joke because I was like,
Yeah,
the only
fair.
one I want is the skibbity toilet guy. I don't want
Yeah.
any of the other nonsense.
You don't want was it Television Woman?
Yeah,
Whatever.
speaker
Nah.
girl,
Speaker
all these
Woman.
weird
Man.
fucking things, or was it G toilet or something was the name
G
of the
toilet because you can't say G man
Yeah.
because that's copyright.
exactly. So I was-
Cameraman, at least, is a fun pun.
yeah.
Yeah.
All the other ones suck.
So I was just like, but I did buy vinyl figurine. They had lots of horrid looking mini Funko Pops and stuff for $5, but they had some Simpsons vinyls from Jack Pacific, and there was a Krusty, and I was like, I'll buy a posable Krusty figure
Yeah.
for $5. Hell yeah, I'm gonna put Krusty on my desk at work. And then Lauren, we were there because she needed to buy some crochet kits because they apparently have Halloween themed crochet kits, and so she got some Nightmare Before Christmas crochet kits there. So they I don't know, it was a fun thing, but they also have a weird drink section.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have purchased
have a wall of like anime drinks.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get a can or did you get one of ramenes or what?
No,
did you
I
get
got
for that?
I got a can. I didn't get an anime drink because I had already drank Goku at one point.
That's fair.
In this.
That is fair. Yeah.
And a lot of the other ones were energy, and I didn't want an energy drink at like 8:00 at night when we record.
Yeah.
But I did see a non-energy drink that someone who is an all-star would drink. Someone who doesn't have the shape of an L on their forehead.
Oh, Shrek.
Nice.
Shrek, keep it green.
Keep it green lemon lime elixir. So let's
nice.
Ooh, it's
crack
an
that
elixir.
bad boy. They had the duff.
How is it?
They had the duff as well there.
Yeah. How is this not just Sprite?
No, okay.
Oh, it's tangy, isn't it?
Mm.
It smells twangy.
It's got a very medicine-y smell to it, which is not.
Oh.
I was just
It's gonna be like the lemon lime ice pops, ice lollies.
That's almost exactly it. This tastes exactly like a
Push pops,
melted
whatever they are.
lemon lime ice. Like, you know, if you get like a
Pop
lemon
ice, that's what
lime
it's called.
like shave ice or something, and it just
Yeah.
all and if it were just all melt down, that's exactly what this would taste like. So that medicine-y flavor I'm getting is literally just use the same syrup they use for like slush puppy lemon and lime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It's just some like gun for hire soda can manufacturer. What soda?
It is not
manufacturer.
good. It is just it's not sweet enough despite having
These are like the Dollar Tree sodas. you can
31
get.
grams of sugar. It just doesn't
Yeah.
taste sweet enough. I don't know how to describe that. That's weird. It's got as much sugar as a Coke, I think. Actually, I think a Coke might have like 39 grams or something, but how much sugar in a Coke?
I don't drink Coke. It disappoints me.
39 grams. That was spot on. So this is less sugar than a Coke, but still. It's not. I wouldn't get it. Don't drink Shrek. Shrek's elixir.
Well, I mean, those are very much like Five Below is essentially like a gift shop
Yeah.
as a
Mhm.
store.
Yeah.
Like it's not themed
Yeah.
around any specific thing. It's like, what if the concept of a gift shop was a store?
I kind of liked it. We're gonna definitely go back because that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And they like.
There's a few things I like to go there for. I get the what is it, the incense.
Yes, they
have
had tons of incense there.
It's like 3 for 25 cents. It's like crazy. And during the winter, whenever I got a fireplace going all the time, to make sure it doesn't smell like smoke, I use flavored smoke to combat the wood smoke.
Fight
smell.
smoke with
Okay.
smoke. Got it.
Yes, fight smoke with smoke. So that's where I go. So I usually just do candles in the summer, but in the
Nice.
wintertime when I've got the fireplace going, I do incense more often.
We're in spooky season now, so that was the reason why we were there. They had lots of Halloween decorations and things that looked fun and very cheap. Like I could get a little bag full of plastic skulls for $5. So it was
Yeah.
it's like Dollar Tree but less horrible.
Yeah.
'Cause-
It's like you can get phone cases there that are like actually themed around
Yeah,
a movie or
Yeah.
a cartoon or something, and not just like
I
AliExpress marked up.
definitely want to try out some of their tech stuff though. Like as
Yeah.
because boy do they got some gray market ass like gamer stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
They
do.
got like
Yes, they
LED
do.
gamer lights and things that you can buy for $5. I'm like, oh, this is fun.
Shitty LED keyboards.
Uh-huh.
It's also
Yeah.
good for candy. They've got like the card, like at least mine has like a section where it's all the cardboard box theater style candy.
I have
Yep.
I made a new keyboard. I got a new keyboard.
Oh yeah, John is showing us his Neon Genesis Evangelion keycapped keyboard.
So this is one of the mini like gray market. Ooh, I didn't do the peel on the back of the keyboard. Let me get that. I think
Oh,
got the peel.
Ugh.
This is Ajaz X Nacodex. I have no clue. Anyway, what I was looking up was like Keychron ones, and then Spanky gave me like DOS keyboard and some other like more higher end ones, and I was like, everything costs like $150, and the Keychron like nicer
Yeah.
ones are like $120. And then I was like watching reviews, and people are like, you know, these like Ajaz is a company. There's another, I forget what the other one is. Aukey is another company, and they just like are Chinese like gray market. They're like they make the stuff that goes into a Keychron. They just have their own brand labels, and they're cheaper. And the Lemo Key, I got one as well. Is that a Lemo Key? A Keychron. Okay, so you got one of the Keychron 75s. But I got a Lemo Key keyboard on Woot for like $30 or something, and it's
Oh.
and it's like it's wired but it is, fully replaceable, 95% size. So it has the keypad. And I was just like, I wanted a backup one because I was like $30 or however much it ended up being. It was like ridiculously cheap for a fully swappable keyboard. And so I bought that for Lauren, or I bought that for a replacement. And then Lauren was like, "Can I have a keyboard?" And I was like, "Yeah." And that's got I forget, fucking Lemo key brown switches, so they're not cherry, but they're brown, so they're clicky-esque, which are good enough. And that's the nice thing about these. But the thing is like what you're buying is the chassis. Like, is the chassis good enough? Sure.
Yeah.
Because it's got fully hot swappable keys. It's got fully hot swappable switches. So if I want to buy awesome, nice cherry switches, I can spend $30 and get a whole bucket full of them and then spend an hour replacing them. And I can get awesome Neon Genesis Evangelion keycaps that I spend way too much money on. $60 is way too much money. But I wanted them, and they look fucking cool. So
in the quick little bit that you showed me, is it just someone T-posing as your asterisk key on your 10 key?
No, that is Adam on the cross.
Okay.
In the third, I forget the damn man. My Evangelion knowledge is deep. In the bottom level, I forget what they call it. It's like third stasis, or I don't know. Anyway,
I've seen 8 minutes of the first episode.
But this is Evangelion Model 2,
the whole fucking show,
which
and
is
the movie,
which is Asuka's version. Anyway, let's not get. Well, I could also put regular ones there too, because they gave me multiple.
In one of the movies, Shinji jacked off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because Asuka is in a hospital bed and he can see her boobs and he jacks off.
Nice.
Yeah. Moving on.
And then you get like a slow pan shot of the cum in his hand.
Yeah, you do. They show the cum. I mean, it's animated, so. But anyway, changing subjects from that. So I went to Five
Why would
Below.
you
I
change
got
subjects?
that dumb stuff, and that's where I got this drink. That's not very good. So that's my whole drink story.
They've got
So
an
is
anime.
everything there actually Five Below?
No.
Or is it
No.
like the dollar store where they just
Yes.
the name of
Yeah,
the store
I would
is
say
Five?
No, I
most
think
of it is
Five
Five
Below.
Below.
It means it's cool. Like it's cool stuff.
No,
it's Five
so
Below.
almost everything's $5 or below. But they have a Five Beyond section, which is quite
Ooh.
large. So they have more than just stuff that's under $5. So
Well, at least they put some thought in.
some of the cool stuff though is they have like board games that are like, instead of, it's like whoopsies or my bad instead of sorry, like they just have like off named board games, which are kind of fun. I'm like, oh, some of these would be kind of fun to buy as a joke. Like,
They've got a lot of like marketed to Zoomers candles. So like there'll be stuff that's named like it's the sweet pea for me.
yeah.
Watch till the end. Black cherry.
That is
TikTok.
100% why I think Five Below is doing as well as it is, because it's a retail location, but it's cheap as hell. They have basically no one works there because there's like 3 people. It's only self-checkout. I think there was one checkout, but there was no one manning it when I was there. And so they got very low costs. They don't have a ton of different types of merchandise, and a ton of it is licensed. They have so much licensed stuff. So they clearly have a deal with Disney because they have tons of Disney stuff there.
That's like the main thing I noticed about it was like I was expecting like a Dollar Tree, like nothing, like it's all
off-brand crap.
like the Revengers or something.
Yeah.
But no, it's all the stuff there is cheap licensed shit.
Yes, exactly.
Which is cool because like licensed shit usually isn't cheap. Like you try to buy something Marvel from Walmart, it's $30.
But it's 100% exactly that, Spanky. It's like I need to go. I'm going to someone's birthday. I want to buy them a joke gift, for our age, or if it's a child, like, oh crap, all right, they like the Avengers. Here's an Avengers blind box. I can get them 2 of these or 3 of these little things for like $15, and they can open them and have fun. Or Skibbity Toilet. Oh God, I wish I would have bought one. Because I could have opened. Next time we go, I'm gonna buy, if they're still there, I'll buy a Skibbity Toilet blind box and I'll open it on the podcast live. So I'll tant that out there. Because Lauren says she wants to go again.
Multicolor 3D print my Skibbity Toilet on my bamboo.
That's the thing. Like I was just like, but I was like looking at all this like like shit they have. I was like, I could just 3D print this. Like they got like phone holders and things, and I'm like, this is why you have a 3D printer. Or even the like little knickknacks. It's like I could just 3D print a skibbity thing and paint it, and it would look way better. Or maybe not look way better, but it certainly would be the exact.
But I mean, like
one
the
I
models.
want.
The models there are Gary's mod models, so you can just get them exactly.
That's true.
You don't even have to recreate them.
Yeah. So, I'm a big fan of Five Below. All right. So that's what I'm drinking. Anyone else drinking? I know Matt ate something that he wanted to talk about.
I did. I ate a curd burger.
Curd burger.
A curd Bergeson from Culver's.
Yeah. I had one last year.
It was fine.
Yep. That was my experience too.
Is it just curds on a burger?
No.
It's a large patty-sized cheese curd on top of a burger.
It's one singular large curd.
But it's like paper thin.
Like a cheese instead of meat replacement.
Nope, it's meat.
Okay.
It's instead of the cheese that goes on the burger.
Yeah. So instead of like a cheese slice, it's a very, very thin cheese curd on top of a burger.
That sounds fine. I think I would rather have an onion ring on because it's like just to have an onion ring on a cheeseburger, I feel like you're also getting the fried texture and the cheese.
The thing is, biting into it, I didn't even notice it was there.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a distinction in either taste or texture. Or anything.
It all kind of mushes together into salty.
Like a curd is like cheddar, right? So if you've got cheddar on the burger. Especially when it's a hot melted curd, like it's cheese.
I'd rather it be a breaded, deep fried, as thick as an onion ring cheese curd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what I was expecting it to be bigger. It was like paper thin. Like
really,
the breading on either side was like the same thickness as the cheese itself.
Oh, that's different. That's
like
different than last year because last year it was pretty substantial, and I remember it just being like this. Just tastes. I mean, it's not bad. It's just the texture was weird because it's like
you would have been better off with just a cheese crisp.
Yeah.
Like some burnt up cheese.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Well, it's a joke that you can get.
I put that in my waffle maker. I put cheese in my waffle maker, and it comes out crispy like that. It's yummy.
Nice.
Yeah, what you do is you get Parmesan and you shave it, and then you put it in the oven and cook it.
Or like a sharp cheddar.
Yeah, anything. Really. They're very good crisps. Or you just go to Trader Joe's and they sell them.
The waffle makers are already coated with Teflon or whatever the hell.
Microplastics.
So whenever they come out, they're just crispy and they're waffle shaped.
That's a good shape because you get a lot of surface area. Speaking of hack the menu, let's continue. I've also hacked the menu.
Yeah.
McDonald's is doing the Cosmic Seas stuff now at
the Cosmics.
Every McDonald's now, so they have some of the weird Cosmic Seas. I didn't get any of the weird drinks, but they have like a dragon fruit drink. They have like a popping boba drink. They've got and all sorts of weird stuff. But we got the gold sauce, like strips, and the gold sauce chicken sandwich I got because Lauren wanted to get the McDonald. Sauce? Lauren wanted to get the McDonald Land shake, which was like the big thing. But anyway, so the gold sauce is Chick-fil-A sauce, just straight up.
Oh, okay.
It's Chick-fil-A sauce. It tastes identical. So that's what they are doing. It's good, it works. It's honey mustard with the barbecue kind of mix, so it's fine.
Sorry, I have to return for a moment to the Curder Burger.
Oh God,
because I did just look it up, and it's a big curd.
Yeah, the one I got was a big curd.
You got ripped off.
Yeah,
you need to have another one.
Maybe I smashed it down or something too, but yeah.
Because this is thicker or as thick as the beef the curd is.
Well, I think that photo is a bit.
Well, that's a photo. Yeah. That's a photo shoot photo. So they haven't smushed it and wrapped it in paper, right? But
I'm looking at actual photos though.
They're substantial enough.
Yeah.
To be the thickness of a burger patty.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you got ripped off, man. You need to call in and complain.
No, I'm fine with that being my only
Get your money back.
burger. Look, if I want to do something like that, I'll make it myself, and then I'll be able to have control over all the variables.
Okay. So, and then the McDonald Land shake, Lauren wanted it because she heard it was berry, and she liked the Grimace shake. She misses the Grimace shake. But this
the
is
shake that is made of Grimace.
yes, but this shake is like bright cotton candy blue, and I think you can guess what the flavor is.
Raspberry.
Blue raspberry, yes. Very much blue raspberry heavy. She didn't like it as much as the Grimace shake, which is more of like a triple berry flavor, kind of strawberry
Yeah,
cherry.
mixed berry is better than raspberry for most things.
It was fine.
100%.
It was fine. You know, it was fun because like a fruit milkshake is fun. But they didn't have the pink because in the picture it has like pink whipped cream on top of it. They just had regular whipped cream at this McDonald's, so felt a little ripped off, but it's fine. Tastes the same. Yeah. So that's our hack the menu. Anyone else hack the menu?
Yeah. We can talk about Taco Bell decades, which will probably be over by the time, that this podcast gets released.
I am so disappointed by Taco Bell decades.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever for me.
They didn't bring back anything good. I guess the Cool Ranch Dorito taco.
Yeah, but that's only good if you get it supreme.
Yeah.
Because the Cool Ranch is just not enough without having at least some sour cream.
And also, they do that limited time, randomly now.
Not often enough to matter, at least not up here.
Well, I mean, I've had one probably in the past 10 years, and that's not a 2000 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was, they did have Cool Ranch and the Nacho Doritos Locos Tacos like concurrently for like the longest time before Cool Ranch became an LTO. The chili cheese burrito was okay. Kind of reminds me of Sonic's chili cheese wrap that they had years ago. And then one of my favorite old menu items, which is really just fucking boring, but I still eat it, is the double decker taco. I like the layer of beans between the soft and the crunchy, but you can always get a cheesy gordita crunch. So
if I want both, I do cheese. I just level up to cheese.
I guess maybe the problem I have with the Y2K Hall menu is caramel apple and piñata. I never really had that.
Yeah.
Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos. That's a thing I've had, so that's like a memory. Chili cheese burrito. I don't remember that. Never had that. Double decker taco. I don't really remember either. But then like 7-layer burrito. I thought that was still on the menu. Like I've had one of those in the last like 5-10 years. I've had one.
Yeah, that's been gone for quite a while.
That's a terrible menu item. I do not like that because every time I've gotten it, it's been like, here's one bite of. It's like they layer it horizontally, and so I have one giant bite of guacamole, one giant bite of sour cream. Like
it's almost exactly like with the beefy 5-layer.
Yeah,
it's like this one's all beans, this one's all nacho cheese.
They don't make it enough anyway. So that was a big disappointment.
7-layer burrito they got rid of that in 2020, whenever they got rid of a bunch of things.
So it's not like you've had this recently. Anyway. Go ahead.
Of the LTOs that have come with this, there is one thing that's not really technically a decades LTO that is pretty kick-ass, and that's the vanilla freeze, especially the vanilla orange freeze, because they add the orange syrup to that. So if you want a creamsicle freeze, it fucking rocks.
I do like their freezes.
Yeah.
I did see
the Enchilito back.
No. See, I was like, that was the thing. It was like Enchilito. I'm thinking of the Choco Taco, but they did announce the Choco Taco. Yeah, the Choco Taco is coming back in its own form. Because they stopped. The company that makes the Choco Taco doesn't exist anymore. They stopped making it. Yeah. Which is so sad. You can't, because you could buy it in a grocery store, but no, it's gone. But they're making their own version, I believe. Let me just look this up. Allrecipes.com. Taco Bell has a new collab, and fans say they've never needed anything more. Anyway, they're making it a taco. What do you call it? Just they're making another one. It's like an ice cream taco. Anyway, it's the.
But you mentioned the Enchilito, and I'm like, they need to bring back the other thing from the 2000s. Where's my quesarito? That thing fucking rocked.
What about the Mexi Melt?
Oh,
I was never big on the Mexi Melt, but I know people love it.
I just remember the name Mexi Melt, but I've never actually bought one.
Were you just like looking up old menu items?
I just did, people.com discontinued Taco Bell
Oh my
items.
god, dude! All right, if you're not on the subreddit, get your or if you're not on the Discord, disschord.com, go there.
Yes.
I want you to go into the Hack the Menu under Social Zone and check out the image that I found on Reddit. That is a '90s Taco Bell menu.
Oh
and
shit!
we like return with the V to that like art style, please. Like just the
I love that art
1990s
style.
Taco Bell. Anyway, and also
I forgot
return
about
to
the Fiesta taco salad.
return to the prices
Yeah.
as well. But
That won't happen.
they've actually done a really good job of keeping themselves close enough. I mean, there's still stuff that's under $2. So,
Yeah.
But what do they have? Grilled stuffed
Hell,
burrito.
for a while, the I don't think they do it anymore. They had a Veggie-Rito on the app only for a long time. That was like $1.49. I used to get that all the time. They got rid of it.
Yeah. Anyway,
My favorite, I've mentioned on the podcast before, but my favorite LTO that they've had in the past that I wish they would bring back was the chicken enchilada grilled stuffed burrito. I mean, they have the chicken enchilada burrito that's currently on the Cravings value menu, but there's nothing on the app that lets you basically say, "Hey, can you grill this for me?"
there is.
And I know there was at least another.
There is, TJ. Oh yeah,
There
in the
is?
app. Oh yeah, I get whenever I get anything off that like dollar menu, I'll get like a cheesy bean and rice burrito. You can make it grilled, and they'll grill it for you.
Okay,
do
I'll have
that.
to do that.
Do that. It
Yeah.
it infinitely makes any of their cheap burritos way better because they're crispy.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other menu hacking before we move on?
I think that's all I got.
Well, the only thing I've had that's even interesting or seasonal food related is I've been getting from Pillsbury has at the grocery store pumpkin cookies with cream cheese flavored chunks.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that sounds fucking sweet.
They are very good. However, if anyone buys them, I have to warn you, the instructions on the package will get you burnt cookies. You need to subtract like 3 minutes from the bake time.
Okay.
I
And
always
that's not
do
even like
that
if you like
anyway.
them chewy. It's
Really?
like if it says like 15 minutes and like 15 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's just you just get like if you don't eat them immediately, they become rock hard. So that was annoying. I don't know why I feel like that's just a typo on their instructions because I feel like when I get the Toll House cookies, they're like 11 to 15 minutes, but this is like 15 to 18.
Jeez.
That's not correct. So I had to buy them again. Oh no, woe is me. I had to buy more cookie dough. And it's good. I like them. I like
Nice.
that. That's the only thing kind of. I did have some of the Reese's Minis with the Oreo in them.
Yep.
That was good. Still have been unable to find Oreo with the Reese's in it.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
or the Reese's with the Oreo in them.
I've had Reese's with Oreo in them. I have not had Oreo with Reese's in them.
Yeah, I had the Oreo Reese's. We got those. They're good. I could not tell much of a difference. I know TJ, you did the side-by-side taste test. Like, yeah, maybe it tastes a little bit more like a Reese's, but it still tastes almost exactly the same.
So tiny. So tiny.
And they rip you
Yeah,
off
one
because
thing-
you get way less in a box.
Yeah. A whole
The
lot
one
less,
thing
yeah.
I saw but I didn't try was because like whenever I went to buy Oreos, I just fell back to my default, which is a mint Oreo. I fucking love a
Those
mint
are very
Oreo.
good.
But I did alert Matt to the existence of which the Oreo Thins has a tiramisu flavor, and I haven't tried that yet. That might be on the next like Oreo outing I go on is to get those.
Yeah.
On a bit more of a healthy kick, my wife's been bringing home a shit ton of apples from the school she works at. So we've been. I bought about a year and a half ago a mandolin slicer, and we've been slicing those up and making apple chips in the oven.
Ooh.
Fucking
That's good.
just munch on those. They're so good.
Hell yeah.
I love apples.
I bought
I
bought apples the other day. I bought a bunch of
It is-
5 Honey Crispers.
It is caramel apple season too.
Yes.
Get you some
I
caramel.
should get some
sauce.
caramel dip too. Yeah.
Undo the healthiness of your apple chips and put caramel sauce on them.
They're already not healthy because we put cinnamon sugar and nutmeg on it.
I
So
See,
yeah,
that's delicious.
it's so good. It's so
Hell
good.
yeah.
I do love the fall.
Hell yeah.
It's a great
Fall is
season.
good.
Yeah, it's October's my favorite month.
Okay,
I look forward to getting it in January.
because we are in the fall. It is officially October. You know, it's spooky season going into Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We need to have a debate. It's an
Okay.
important debate,
Debate
and
me.
we're gonna fight.
Debate me,
No.
bro.
Okay, I thought you said green bean. I'm like, I don't do green bean casserole. I know everyone in my family loves it. I hate it. Apple pie or pumpkin pie?
Both. It's both an option.
Is that counting or not counting gang violence?
John says before he gets shot to death in the neck.
Yeah. John is no longer.
I just when you say debate me, it's just the first thing that comes to
Debate me.
mind.
Oh, that's fair. That is fair.
Oh,
First thing
that's a
comes to
tough
mind is-
one. That's a tough
Yeah.
one. I have to say, it all comes down to the accoutrement that comes with it. So, for me, the like pumpkin pie is a delivery method for Cool Whip, and I'm not saying like Ready Whip. No, it's got to be the shitty hydrolyzed vegetable protein cream product Cool Whip, and just cover that motherfucker with Cool Whip. And I will eat that, and that's awesome. Apple pie, hot slice apple pie, ice cold scoop of vanilla ice cream. God, I have to go with apple pie with ice cream because I just love
Is this
ice.
just for a fall? You mentioned that it's fall. Is this for a fall competition, or is this on their own merits competition?
On their own merits. It's just both of those are definitely
No, but like
indicators
when you
of fall time.
yeah.
Guys,
I
the
will
thing
say
is,
that pumpkin pie generally is a fall thing for me. I will crush an apple pie any time of year.
It's true.
Okay.
So I think I have to go with apple pie.
here's the thing. I'm a southerner, so to me, it's like where's pecan and sweet potato pie?
Yeah, that's fair. That's
like-
fair. Yeah.
But so I'm gonna limit it to just my experiences with apple pie and pumpkin pie, and in my opinion, apple pie is a waste of apples because you could have made apple crisp with them, and I prefer
That's
an apple
fair.
crisp
That
every
is fair.
time to an apple pie. And still, same thing with John: hot apple crisp, cold scoop, vanilla ice cream.
Yep.
So to me, if you've made apple pie, I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna like it. But I feel like any time you've used your apples to make a pie instead of apple crisp, you've fucked up. Whereas if you've got a pumpkin and you've made a pie with it, that is the best possible thing you could do with that pumpkin.
Huh?
So
Second
I'm gonna
best.
go team pumpkin here because it's
Ooh.
specifically in pie.
What do you do better with the pumpkin?
Oh, pumpkin rolls. I make pumpkin rolls from
Okay.
fresh pumpkin,
Pumpkin rolls are good too. Don't get
and then
me
I
wrong.
freeze them.
like,
We have
yeah.
them all year.
I literally cannot not eat any if anything pumpkin flavored. I'm gonna eat, but like pumpkin
Yeah.
pie, like that's the
Pumpkin
that's the quintessential pumpkin thing.
Yeah.
I
I
am-
am a fan of all things pumpkin and all things apple stuff. The thing is that you say like an apple crumble, like or an apple cobbler, like those are incredible. But like if you get like an apple pie with the streusel topping, it's basically apple crumble.
Yeah, that's true.
like
Yeah, I
it
get that.
depends on the type of apple pie too. But like if it's
Well,
like
I
a
think that,
lattice
like,
top or a big
when I
top.
think of an apple crisp, it's like it's not like a thick layer of pie filling, right?
Mhm.
It's kind of thinner so that it's stickier. It's got a stickier texture to it because of the way that it heats up. It allows the wateriness to all go away and it becomes a syrup. It becomes a big cinnamon sugar streusel apple syrup that coats the slices of apple, and I think that's just a better thing than having the pie filling in there, not dehydrating, and that's so like it's better than a pie. A casserole dish will make you a better apple product than a pie dish will, in my opinion.
Okay.
I
You
100.
can use that pie
I-
dish to make a sweet potato pie or a pecan pie or a pumpkin pie. You can use that's your pie dish in use right there, and then you can get your casserole dish free. You can make a fucking apple crisp, and it's like
I do
I don't
prefer
see apple
pecan
pie
pie.
as like, even though I do love apple pie, I don't see that as the winning choice here.
I 100% agree with everyone's sentiments on this whole thing, but I am Team Pumpkin all the
Oh
way.
man, we split it 50-50.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeez.
Um,
Our country is divided.
yeah. Our podcast is all about being divisive, divisive. Now 3/4 of this podcast are, Wisconsinites originally. And
1/4 wishes to death.
I know that's fair. But I'm gonna bring up a classic Midwestern tradition. Do you guys fuck with faux apple pie?
I have never had it, and I want to make it.
I don't think I've had it either.
Okay, so
What is
Spanky,
Is it?
do you know what a faux apple pie
Does
is?
it not have apples in it?
Correct.
Yes, a faux apple pie
Yeah.
is a pie. 100% tastes like it has apples in it. It has no apples at all. It is just seasoned with cinnamon, sugar, nutmeg, and the things that taste like apple slices in there are Ritz crackers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It
it's
is kick-ass.
So it's Ritz
100%,
crackers,
yeah.
and I believe it's cream of tartar, which is what they put in there.
Yeah.
And that
I've had that.
and that creates the tartaric acid or whatever that, like the tang that like Granny Smith apples have, and then it mellows out when it's baked, so it tastes very similar to apple, and it melts into
It is very much halfway between Depression era and 1950s bullshit cooking techniques, but it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yep, no,
I
I've
kind of
had
want
this.
to. I kind of want to make one because
good.
I've been kind of.
This was like,
fascinated.
so I remember there was like something that I used to do in high school or in grade school. This was before high school. Was like I would just mix things together at lunch and be like, what does it taste like if these two things go together? And most of the time, bad was the answer because it was school food, and two, I was mixing literally any two things. So like I have the dumpster mouth, so I can't be put off by food taste bad.
Dumpster mouth.
So I just did that, and one of the weirdest ones I found was that the whatever fake like Ready Whip Cool Whip they used for their like flavorless slice of cube cake they'd give us every now and then, whatever the icing mixed with barbecue sauce, butterscotch. It was just butterscotch, and the reason why is because it was like a maple. It was like a maple butter. It was a maple barbecue sauce, and the whipped cream was just sugar and hydrolyzed whatever. And like the component ingredients of those things had so much of just like butterscotch, butter, sugar, cinnamon, whatever.
Oh yeah, and whatever molasses substitute they have in the barbecue sauce just gives it that
close enough that I was like, oh, I see that, and like that might have been where I first developed my like not only just ability to tolerate weird fucking food, but like incessant need to like eat things that like look bad. Like everyone would be like, oh, this looks fucking awful, and the only thing I can think about is I have to eat that.
Yeah, I'm the
that
same way. I
century
love
egg
trying weird
thing.
shit. I don't know if I would do a century egg.
I would, absolutely. People eat that.
Yeah.
I feel like 99% of any time people gross themselves out about food, it's all psychosomatic.
Yeah.
Like they psych themselves up for it, and it's
I'll say this. I would definitely
anchovy-
try it, but I'm not like jazzed because I'm like you. I'm like, if people eat it. I'll try it, but I'm not like a man. I need to get out there and try a century egg. But if I was at a party,
I do,
and they had
I might
that,
go to the Asian market one of these days and get one.
All right, you're gonna get a century egg
Maybe
on the
around
podcast.
Chinese New Year. Yeah, maybe around Chinese New Year, I'll see if I can find a century egg or something.
I did buy candy to eat it on the podcast, but I'll save that for another episode. I got Japanese stuff on my holiday vacation. Anyway, what any other hack the menu items before we move on? Oh yeah, sorry,
No.
my weird combo. I just remembered my weird food combo thing. Now I'm gonna tell everyone, try this, give it a shot. Don't knock till you tried it. Oreo cookie, regular or double stuffed, normal flavor Oreo, dipped in nacho cheese.
That'd be good.
I think
I'd
you've
be into
mentioned that before.
I think I have mentioned this before.
Oh, but I
I'd
don't.
be into that.
Yeah,
It is incredible
I'd try it.
because you'll eat it and you'll be like, this does not taste bad, but it also
Yeah.
just tastes like nacho cheese and Oreo, and they just don't mix, but they both
Yeah.
taste good. So you're just like,
Yeah.
your brain can't handle it because it's like, I can taste the nacho cheese, which I like. I can taste the Oreo, which I like. It doesn't taste like they turn into anything. It's just both flavors at once, and they're both good. So you're just like,
Warm
okay.
nacho cheese.
What?
Warm nacho cheese.
Yeah, you could do warm nacho cheese.
Okay.
Not cold, like not out of the fridge.
Yeah.
You want to warm it up, but anyway, that's my weird food thing.
My weird
course,
food thing is
I'm a
already on the
Wendy's-
internet.
I'm a
and
Wendy's
It is.
fries and my frosty guy. So.
Oh, that's so good. Even better than that is fuck, because I used to work at a noodles and company
Mhm.
right next to an Arby's,
Mhm.
and one of the things that we used to do is just take sorry, it's less weird. It's just curly fries in the noodles and company mac
Yeah.
and cheese sauce,
Can
which is
this is just reminding me? Can we do another McMiracle rice? That was fun. We should do
oh
this
yeah,
again. But let's do something else. We got to do a different
yeah,
one.
we should.
A different
we
fast
should do
food
something.
We've done
location.
two. We've done the Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, we did Taco
Miracle
Bell.
Rice.
You're right. We need
Yeah.
to do another one then. What else is
Mirabelle
there?
rice.
What else
Yeah,
is there?
Mirabelle rice. I don't know.
What fast food?
Panda.
I don't
Panda's
have
already
a,
rice.
I don't have a Panda
We can-
Express.
Yeah,
We could do a Culver's.
we could do a
It has-
Culver's.
you're right.
Culver's.
You're right.
It has to be Culver's.
You're right.
Shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We have
Um,
to count like curds and fries and
Culver's
like,
root beer is the liquid.
Culver's root beer as the liquid,
Culver's root beer,
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm
do we
furiously writing this down. Okay.
Yes. Do we
Culver's.
have to include some custard in that? I
didn't
don't think we do the
include
custard
custard.
because I think that's a dessert. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
My
What's
vote
the-
is no.
It's got to be a Butterburger.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely
Yeah.
a Butterburger. Butterburger
Yep.
classic. Because it was like all value menu items, right?
Well, it was a Big Mac. It was
signature items.
But not all
yeah.
value menus.
yeah. It was like it was like signature items. It was like, what do you think of
Then
when
I'd
you think of
say,
it? So
like, the
it's got to
single
be
deluxe.
curds. It's got to be you got to put French fries in
Butterburger.
there just because they're a thing, and you got to have
Probably double-
Butterburger.
Probably
I would say double.
Butterburger
I would say
to make
double
sure-
Butterburger.
Otherwise,
yeah.
it won't work. I don't think.
Yeah, you want to have a lot.
Fuck with the works. God damn it! It's gotta be with the works. Doesn't
Oh,
it?
I don't know if I'm gonna do with the works.
Yeah.
The lettuce does not hold up.
Well,
That's
the works.
Yeah, well,
Does
the
Works
lettuce
have lettuce?
became mush in the Taco Bell Mirabelle rice.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Okay. All right. We got something cooking. We'll work on that for future episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My weird food thing's already on the internet. You can go to my Twitch and find it because that's me doing the applesauce on pizza.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
On your Twitch channel.
Oh, it's kick ass. I love applesauce.
Applesauce is good on savory stuff. I mean, I put applesauce on latkes every year for
Yeah.
Hanukkah. So
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Applesauce is a good on savory thing for me.
Applesauce on pork chops. Applesauce on 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. So what else we got going on, John?
I was on a trip.
Oh yeah. We've talked
you
about this
go?
beforehand.
I went to the roller coaster that killed that guy.
Nice.
Did
Did it kill you?
Did you guys read that?
There's a roller coaster.
Yeah. Oh
that
yeah.
killed that guy.
I did hear about that, and because my wife brought it up to me. It's like, oh, I wonder if John knows about this.
Yes, it happened 2 days after we were there. So
Okay.
much. Okay, so now I'm thinking. All right, so we were in New York in the fall of 2024 in October,
Okay.
and not less than a month later, Luigi is it Mangione, or is that am I mixing him and Chuck Mangione?
It is Mangione, but
Okay.
I think it's just pronounced Mangione. But
Okay, and Luigi shot the CEO of United Healthcare directly outside of the hotel room or the hotel building we stayed at when we were there.
Mhm.
And just 2 days after we ride the roller coaster Stardust Racers at Universal Orlando Epic Universe, a man died on the coaster. So I guess
Was he
whenever
also
we
a CEO?
now the question, okay, Spanky's gonna play trumpet and it won't come across on the podcast because
Yep.
it doesn't come
it's
through.
gated weird.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
nothing's coming through.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Imagine beautiful trumpet music. He's playing the Chuck Mangione song that I don't remember. Rest in peace, Chuck.
Feels so good, probably.
Whoop.
That's the one from the
Some of it's
TV
coming
show.
through.
Yeah, a little bit.
Clap. Just clap like don't tell him that no one could hear it.
Yeah,
Don't tell him that no one could hear it. All right.
He's got his earbuds
it's
in.
fine.
He-
He'll never
he knows
listen to
you're gonna
this.
say
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he had his earbuds in. But anyway, so I was at Universal
Did
Epic.
not come through.
No.
Why?
Yeah,
some
it
of it
sounded
some
beautiful.
of it came through, but it
Very
was
little.
Very little.
Oh, I just
could-
didn't have the sensitivity turned up high enough. I
Anyway.
turned off crisp specifically so that it would, but I didn't touch the sensitivity.
It's okay. Chuck Mangione, rest in
I
peace
played
as well.
"Feels So Good" by Chuck
Yes.
Mangione.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one song everyone knows from him.
Thanks,
But, I
King
mean,
of the Hill.
It's a good song. Anyway, so he's gonna play it again now. No.
No.
He got up. Okay. So we went to Universal Epic Universe, as well as Disney World in Orlando for the whole week. It was awesome. I actually wrote notes on my phone to go through. There he is. He's got the Chuck
Now
Mangione album.
he's showing the literal.
So let me go on my keep
record
notes.
album.
And let's start with Epic Universe. Epic Universe. So, Universal Epic Universe is the new park that they opened this spring. They had opened in sometime last year in Universal and LA. They had opened up their Mario Land world.
Super Nintendo Land. Yeah.
Yeah, Super Nintendo Land, whatever they're calling it. It's the Super Nintendo Land world, and they opened a version at Orlando. So there's 2 rides. There's three rides. There's Yoshi's ride, which is just basically like a people mover. You sit on the back of a Yoshi, and you just are taking pictures of, because it just kind of just goes through the upper areas of the land.
Does it end with you discarding Yoshi as he falls down?
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, not very lore accurate, but you do collect Yoshi eggs throughout the ride, and if you get all 3, and if you touch your like magic band that you pay a stupid amount of money for, I think $40 or some shit, you get like points and it tracks on the app. If you go there, I would recommend not buying that. I bought it because I was like, fuck it. This is like the one place I wanted to come to, this and the Star Wars stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to buy it. I bought a Luigi band. I bought a Luigi hat, and went around. Lauren was dressed as Waluigi, so it was like we were a pair. It was fun.
What are the points good for?
Nothing.
You get like
No.
You can't get like trinkets or anything.
No, of course not. They're not
Okay.
giving you anything for free. But what the points do? So there are actually points in the land where you can play mini games. Like there's like touching all of these clocks in a time, and then if you touch your band after you've completed it, you get a key. And if you get 3 keys, you get to do the like AR fight with Bowser Jr., which I didn't get to do. We'll get to that. But so that's the only way to do that, is to have the band. So. So going through the rides in Mario, so we're in Universal Epic Universe Mario Land. I wrote no notes. Amazing. There is no fucking shade. So if I have one critique for Universal Epic Universe, this park has 0 fucking shade. It is so just concrete baking, just insanity. One thing that I will give Epic Universe, and every Epic park has this 100% credit for, they have Coca-Cola freestyle machines everywhere. Everywhere. Just sitting out. And if you have a cup, a plastic cup, souvenir cup, that you buy one time per day, $20, unlimited refills all day. Awesome. Also awesome, because if you didn't do that and you brought in a water bottle, unlimited, all you can drink ice cold water all day as well.
Yeah.
That's good.
And also you have to use the cup because it has some sort of NFC chip in the bottom, because it says place your cup here for it to register, and then that. So if you don't have the cup, it's not like you can steal soda. But anyway, incredible. One other thing, incredible, they have a different special soda in each world that you're in to try.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't try the monsters one because we didn't see one of the because I think the freestyle machines in the monster one were in the quick service restaurant, which we didn't go into. But I did try the Celestial Park, which is the center hub of the spoke of all the different worlds, and that was Celestial Spritz, which was, let me write, it is orange Fanta and ginger ale mixed. I mean, they're all just mixes of different things that you get in the freestyle machine, but it was still fun. The Mario one, I didn't write down what it was, but it was like some sort of fruit punchy soda, like Sprite.
The Mario
soda, honestly.
No, the Mario one needed to be a cherry and lime for red and green. That should have been the case.
Anyway, so that was incredible because I was just chugging Powerades and stuff all day, and it was awesome for how hot out it was. And then, so Mario Land. So the 2 rides, we got so fucking lucky. So we went in and we paid for. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. This is what I hate these parks. They are just price gouge, like insane.
Yeah.
So you buy a ticket for Universal, and it's like $100 some. I don't even remember, like $120 to $150 for a day per person. Insane. To get the Express Pass, which allows you to skip a line once per ride per day per person, is an additional $120 on top of your ticket price, which is crazy. But I was like, we have to do it because this park is brand new, so everything's going to be stupid. So we just need to do this. So we buckled up and did it, which was a good thing because we skipped like hour-long lines at 3 rides. But we got lucky because we went to the Donkey Kong ride first thing. We just walked through the park. There's the Donkey Kong area. They need more work. I mean, it's just one ride. And there's a meet and greet with Donkey Kong, but he wasn't out at the time we were there. So, but they need to add more. I'm sure they are working on it. The Donkey Kong Minecart Madness ride was closed, but there was a bunch of people milling around, and there was a bunch of people at the front gate, just standing there. And then we saw them moving carts through, and I was like, oh shit, they're opening this thing. And so they opened it and they just waved us in. We didn't use our Express Pass. We just went right there, and we had like a 10-minute wait, and we're like, we're going to come back later and get to skip the line with our Express Pass. So that was awesome.
I have a logistics question. If you're walking around with your all-day soda cup, where does that go when you go on a ride?
So most of the rides are designed to have a spot for you to put your cup. And it also is a sealed top, flip top thing, and it also has a handle. So that, or rides that are too intense, you have a spot to put your stuff. They'll have like a locker system where you put it in a locker and then you get assigned a number, and then when you come through, your ticket or your phone basically will just tap NFC, unlock your locker only. So that's the things really they have. Yeah, exactly. So totally fine. For a lot of those rides, so we did the ride that kills people. I didn't ride it because I didn't want to, because I looked at the test seat and I was like, I ain't sitting in that shit.
Which ride is the ride that kills people?
It's called Stardust Racers. It killed one person.
Okay.
Anyway, so it's reopened apparently. They just opened it again. So so Stardust Racers.
Hell yeah, I'm going right now. I can't wait to get killed.
We actually we joked about how the next time we go, we need to drink a bunch of the Panera lemonade that kills you, and then ride that, so we can definitely ensure that we die. So I didn't ride that. I think I would have been fine sitting in it because I thought it was going to be an over-the-shoulder restraint thing, but it's not. It's just a lap bar, but it clamps your legs down. It's like a weird lap bar, and I was like, my legs aren't going to fit in this. I don't even want to try it. So that's the Celestial World. There's also a merry-go-round there that lights up. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the main hub world, and then there's all these other worlds. So the second world we went to was the Isle of Berk. Do you know what that is referencing? What Universal property that references? The Isle of Berk. Berk.
So Burke and Hare, the grave robbers.
How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon world. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
So
I knew I've heard that before.
Berkland, I wrote, there is no fucking shade here. Is a theme for the park. Berkland was better than most because they had a quick service food option that had a large picnic table area that was underneath shade, so we could eat in the shade. This whole park was incredibly crowded for a Monday, like the Monday morning, but they had awesome food. So the food thing they had that we were told we had to get was they had these like bread cut, like a cone of bread, right, with mac and cheese in it, and like pulled pork on it. So it's like a handheld mac and cheese bread bowl, basically.
Yeah, it's
with like garlic seasoning on the bread. Like, it was awesome. Like,
so it's like
really good.
It's like a walking pulled pork mac.
Yes,
Barbecue pork
it was
mac.
awesome.
Kick ass.
They had multiple other
like
options
a
too.
handwich. It's like
It was like a handwich. Yeah, they I think we're doing it. So they had a meat toothless thing, and there's like a huge animatronic that had an hour fucking wait, so we didn't do that. Apparently one of our group that was very big fan of that came back later at night, like, because here's the tip: people that come there with kids, they leave the park at like 4:00 because they're just like, I want to get the fuck out of here, and the kids are not yelling about how they don't want to walk anymore. So the park gets a lot less busy like at 5 o'clock, and I think it stays open till like 9 or whatever. So you have later at night is the time. So the best time to get rides right away, end of the day. The middle of the day, there's gonna be lines for everything. So they had their biggest ride was called Hiccup's Wing Gliders, and it's a roller coaster. I'm assuming that's a character from the How to Train Your Dragons.
Hiccup's like the Hiccup's the main character.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
The main,
I saw one
human character.
I saw one of those movies, the first one, and many years ago.
I haven't seen any of them.
I saw several, but I remember almost nothing.
Very cool theming throughout the whole area. It's kind of centered around like a mountain in the center with like a water feature, and there's actually a ride that's more of a kiddie ride where you get on like little like long ships and spray water at targets and stuff, and I don't know. Anyway, that's a fun ride. We didn't do that. They had like an hour wait or something. I was like, fuck that. Like, so we were like, all right, we're gonna do Hiccup's Wing Gliders because it's like the big coaster in the area. Everyone talks about this one. And we went up to the Express Pass line, and we walked up to it, and they said Express Pass is an hour wait currently. And I was like,
Holy shit.
wait a minute. The whole point of buying the Express Pass was to skip the line. The line for non-Express Pass was 130 minutes, so yes, it would be faster. But the whole point of the Express Pass, and this is what Disney created when they created it. If you've watched the Fast Pass video, which we rewatched before we went, the whole point was the Express Pass Fast Pass is supposed to guarantee you a 15-minute or less wait. So it's like basically walk on. So I don't know, maybe the ride was down for a bit or whatever. I never ended up riding it because I left early that day. We'll get to that. Because I injured myself. So the Hiccup's Wing Gliders we never got to do. I think other people in my group rode it later in the day. They said it was fine. It's just a coaster. Like it's a kiddie coaster, like kiddie coaster. Like it's a coaster that kids can ride, but it's like a real coaster. You know what I mean? Like that's how they, like, a lot of the coasters are, where they're like Slinky Dog's coaster at Toy Story is like a coaster. It still does lots of cool coaster things, but it's not like gonna fucking hurl your guts out coaster. So, okay, so then we went to Monsters Unchained, which is based on the Universal Epic Monsters universe, which is pretty cool. So, werewolf. We saw the Invisible Man walking around. I saw Dracula.
That seems
walking
like
around.
that shouldn't make sense.
Well, he had the
see the
bandages
mummy?
on.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
see the Mummy?
We did not see the Mummy. Unfortunately, the Mummy ride is in a different park. This is just two rides. The Monsters Unchained ride, which is like, it's like a Frankenstein's Lab ride.
I feel like if you had seen the Mummy, I would know because your wife would have taken a picture and sent it directly to me.
Yeah. We didn't go to the Mummy. We didn't see the Mummy walking around, but we saw other things. This park, what did I write on this one? I wrote no fucking shade. This was the worst of the no shades. There's also no place to sit. So there's literally just people sitting on the ground everywhere because it was very full. Because that park, that section of the park, I don't know why so many people were there, because it's like the least popular rides are there. because it's not based on any property that kids care about. But it's not a very big space. So I think everyone was just kind of crammed together. And that was kind of the start of my no good, very bad day. We went up to the Monsters Unchained ride, which we were excited to ride because everyone had talked about it. I'm like, cool, a spooky, like dark ride, thrill ride thing. I get onto the test seat, doesn't fit. I can't sit in it. My legs were too long to get underneath the leg restraints that they put you in. So I was like, I don't have anywhere to put my feet. And they're like, I'm sorry, you can't ride this ride. They had test ride seats out there. I was like, great. Like, oh, okay. So the one of the rides I was looking forward to, I can't ride. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. We skipped ahead. The Mario rides. Sorry. Yoshi's ride we did. Second ride, the Donkey Kong coaster, we got lucky. A fun coaster. It's a bone rattly coaster. It's got an interesting design where you're like in a mine cart and you can see mine tracks, but the coaster's not connected to the tracks. So you'll jump over stuff because there's like a hidden rail that you're on. So it's a cool design. It's neat. It's really short. It's like 90 seconds, not even. Like it's a short ride. So waiting like 4 hours for that is insane. Matt, we didn't ride the euthanasia coaster. I saw you post that. And then the other one was the Mario Kart ride, which I was really jazzed for because I was like, oh hell yeah, Mario Kart ride. This looks awesome. You get to be in a Mario Kart race. It was okay. The execution, you're 6 people in a cart. I was able to fit in this one. It's just a lap bar. You get a headset and then AR glasses that go over. And the idea is you can see all of the Mario characters in the AR glasses, and you move your head, and it tracks where you're looking at on the video that's going on. It's like a 360 video that's playing in AR. So you're on like a dark ride, so like a little cart that's going around, but it's 6 people to a cart. So you're not actually driving a cart. It's not like a go-kart with AR. You can turn left and right, and it just flashes left and flashes right, and you just have to turn that. And the idea is you need to get 100 coins before the end of the race to win. So Team Mario wins, and your cart could win or lose if you don't do well enough. And then you shoot shells by hitting the shoot shell button, but it's aimed basically where you're looking. So it's just kind of like a light gun game, but with your vision instead, which is, it was a little janky. It was really hard to aim. We did fine, but I was just like, the problem with the way that works when you're like looking around to see stuff to shoot your shells at is you're not looking at the ride, and like the dark ride stuff. So I don't know. It was all right. There's a Rainbow Road section. It was fine. It was fine. The best part of that ride was the line, because you walk through like a castle. I have photos, of this where it's like you're seeing all of the like costumes of all the characters. You're seeing all the like cups, like props and everything, and like it's like you're in Bowser's castle. It's awesome. Like just the line experience is awesome. We had to wait a pretty decent amount of time for that one, even with the express pass. I think that was like 20 minutes, but it was a great wait because it was a really cool area to hang out in. Okay, back to the Epic Universe Monsters. Monsters Unchained couldn't ride. And while I was waiting, while my party rode, I learned this, moving forward, is that just go with them, wait, and then choose not to get on and wait for them to come back. Much better experience than me wandering around alone in a crowded park where I can't sit by myself. So that was like, whatever. We went to... and while I was doing that, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to the werewolf ride and see if I can fit in that seat. No, absolutely no room for my feet to go in the little like cart that they put you in. Like, I don't know why it's designed that way, where it's like designed like a barrel that you're in, and like there's literally just like I couldn't sit down. I was like, my knees hit this wall and I can't sit in the seat because like the back of butt to front of knee was too long to fit in the seat. And I was like, and they're like, yeah, sorry, you're not gonna be able to ride this, but they are building like friendly seats for taller people. I'm like, great, awesome. When I come back, I'll get to ride it. Like, whatever. It was a coaster I wasn't really looking forward to anyway, because it's like a spinny coaster. So it's like one of those coasters where the coaster car you're on is free spinning. So it's kind of like a vomit ride. So I was like, Anyway, so they did that. And then we went to do Stardust Racers, the roller coaster that killed a person. And I was like, I'm not going to ride this. Another person in our party is not a huge roller coaster person. He rode most of the coasters, but like, this is like intense coaster, like one of the more intense coasters that exist in all of the parks and probably all of Orlando. And they're like, he doesn't want to do it. I was like, I'm going to sit down in the cool zone by these like cooling mist fans. My foot really hurts. I open up my foot and there's blood everywhere. I had popped a blister on the bottom pad of my foot. It was huge. I mean, it was like this, like inch by inch, like huge thing, skin flapping off, just blood red. And I was like, oh, good. This is day 1 of a 5-day trip. And I've already read it. And I went inside my shoes and I noticed in my fucking shoes, the soles on them had like no padding that was like all like, actually on the inside padding was actually like cut. So I think it was like digging into my foot basically. So yeah. So we went to the first aid and they didn't have anything they could give me because of course not. They just like, we got bandages that you could use. I'm like, great. But then they gave me a wheelchair. So I wheelchaired around and I was like, I'm just going to go because my foot really hurts and it's bleeding and I'm worried about it. So I got an Uber to a Walmart in Orlando and I bought new pair of shoes, which was hard to find in size 14s, but I found a pair. I bought Dr. Scholl's. I bought tons of like gauze and all this shit. And I was like, I'm just going to go home. It was like 6 or 7 p.m. and I was like, I'm just going to go home. I'm going to eat. I'm going to watch the Monday Night Football game and put my foot up and eat my takeout and, whatever. And it was like, Lauren, just go back, join them, finish riding all the rides you wanted to ride. I saw the Mario place. I did basically every ride I wanted to, so I was fine. So then for the rest of the week, I was unable to walk for significant portions. So I think we'll get into it in later weeks because I've been talking a lot and I don't want to monopolize.
Well, none of us went to Orlando.
Exactly.
You did.
Yeah.
I really hope you.
I can't tell you about me going to Orlando because I didn't go.
Anyway,
I hope you took advantage of that and used a wheelchair to get to the front of a bunch of lines.
The answer to that question is sort of. So
Nice.
so I'll get into it now. So what happened was the first day we went to sorry. There was another world we went to before Stardust Racers. I forgot. We went to the Harry Potter world. So this is based on, they took a big swing.
One of the Harry Potter worlds.
Yes, one of the 3. There's one at each park.
You have to buy a multi-park,
Yes.
3-park pass to
Yes.
go to all of Harry Potter world.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. So we went to the Harry Potter world. I will say, out of all of them, incredible. So it's based on it took a big swing. Remember those awesome movies about the Fantastic Beasts? We themed a theme park world on those.
Everybody loved all of those.
So it's based on 1920s France, I guess. But theming looks incredible. It looks like you're on the streets of France. Just that, and it's magic, and they got paintings that are moving in all the shop fronts and everything. It looks incredible. The theming's incredible. There's one ride, only one ride there. It's the Battle for the Ministry, which I'm okay, whatever. I was this is a weird ride because you're at the Ministry of Magic, but you're in 1920s Paris, but this is takes place during the movies. I don't know. Whatever. you take, so to get in, you take the flu system. So they actually walk through a tunnel that shoots up green smoke. And then when you go through, you're in the Ministry. It's actually kind of neat because it's you're walking through the metro of Paris. And then you go through a smoke screen basically. And you're in the Ministry. The fucking design of this building is incredible. Just jaw-droppingly incredible design of the inside of the Waiting for the Ministry of Magic ride. It just is huge, and that ride also probably, and I say this having ridden many rides, was probably the most incredible ride I've been on in terms of technology. How did that work? That you sit in a seat with a seatbelt. They buckle you in. And it is like the Tower of Terror, like dark ride, where you're in like a car, like an elevator car that moves around and stuff happens. And they have like people that are actors. They have people that are puppets. They have people that are like CG, like hologram things that are going on, and like it like floats you through the world, and like your elevator cart will get like thrown up, and it, like the camera will turn, and like it'll feel like, because it's making you slide backwards, you know, so you're like going forward in your seat, so it feels like you're being thrown. Like I don't know how they designed this. It's incredible. Like definitely worth the wait. But it was also like the point where I was just like, I think I'm done with Harry Potter. Like, man,
Well, you went on the ride.
like I was like, I would have been so into this, but like now I'm just like, this is to me it's just a ride now. You know what I mean? Like that was a fun ride. I have no connection to any of this anymore. Like I don't know. I was just like, this is just not doing it for me. Like I said. I said also I'm completely over. I just didn't feel a thing. Like I would have been moved if I was still into that stuff. Like, because you could just tell how incredible all of it was designed and looked. But like it just wasn't doing it for me. Like, and it was just like, this is just so sad. Like I would have loved to have bought a wand and done all of this stuff, but it's over. Like
Yeah.
They've lost me. I did buy one thing. I bought a butterbeer, a frozen butterbeer.
Well, of course.
To be fair to them, they don't have a single fucking drink fountain in the entirety of the Harry Potter world. And this is true for all 3 parks that have this system. The Harry Potter zones do not have Coca-Cola Freestyle machines for whatever reason. I guess it's to make you buy a butterbeer, which I did. And I bought a frozen butterbeer, and it was one of the best tasting things I had all trip. Like, I don't know, like if you like butterscotch, you like a milkshake. It was like a butterscotch ice milkshake thing that was just delicious. Like vanilla-y, butterscotchy. Like it was super hot out, so it was just like exactly what we needed. We got that. We got like a giant pretzel and sat. And then they have another thing that was like a show that was like the creatures box that he has, like his briefcase, like a circus guy steals, and they're like going to use the animals in the show. Anyway, incredible show as well, because of like it's all of the like creatures are like huge puppets with like people in them, and they're just like incredible technology puppet things that are like walking around and stuff. So that was cool. It just was really sad. It just made me like wish I could like it. You know what I mean? To me, it was just like, I don't know, it was like completely disconnected from the lore. I was just like, this is just I'm impressed by all of the handiwork that went into building this and the ride technology. But like, I would have just been so into this. Like, it's just sad. Like, just gone. I don't know. Just disappointing. I mean, I probably wouldn't have bought one of like $70 wands or whatever the fucking nonsense they charge for them, but that was pretty neat. Like, it's a cool idea for a park, because if you have a wand, you can like do like motions and like shit will happen. Like, we were in a line, and one of the people in our party had a wand from like their first trip like a long time ago, and it still worked, and they like did like the motion, and like a fountain like shot water up and like splashed everyone. I was like, that's cool. Like, that's a neat thing. Like, man, really be cool if I could enjoy this, but I can't. So it's so sad. It's like, Jesus. Anyway, so Hurtfoot.
Well, you know, it's just like, we don't often have a beloved children's franchise just go full force into absolute hate campaigns over the course of 10 years very often. So it is kind of a unique thing to happen.
It's just crazy. Like, it's just unbelievable. She is an insane person. Like, just, I mean, I don't know if you saw like the interview that Emma Watson did, where she talked about like how she still cherishes J.K. Rowling, even though they don't agree on everything. She still is happy with the time that she knew her and the time they spent working on those films, and that was like a treasured memory of hers. And she's just sad that, you know, they can't have that relationship anymore. And then J.K. Rowling is just like, you've been in and she just like immediately like going blast. It's like, this was like the most
My kids don't talk to
softball.
me anymore because of the woke
I know.
colleges.
It was just the
Woke.
most softball. Like, she's like, I still like her as a person and cherish all of the things we did, even though we don't agree on, the stuff that she said.
Now that I can understand, because that is what happens whenever you're like,
Yeah.
hey, I don't want to go see Grandpa because
Yeah.
he hates black people and won't ever stop talking about it. And so, like, even though he was my grandpa and I like that, I'm not going to his
Yeah.
funeral
Oh, yeah.
when he died, and I never want to see him again while he's still alive. And they're like, the woke got to you and made you into one of the SJW wokes.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, this is why I won't go see you, actually. You're proving my point here.
Yeah. So it's just sad. Anyway, so I hurt my foot. I wasn't able to walk all week, basically. So what did I do? And I'm gonna go into this now. We might as well just let's get into this. I'll probably finish off the later part of the trip. So let's get through the first half. So the first day, big mistake. I got in and we're like, you know what? I'll just rent a wheelchair. So they have wheelchair rentals at the entrance. I got a wheelchair. Big mistake. You can't use a wheelchair all day, especially not the cheap ones that they rent you there. So I was getting pushed around all day, and I felt like a completely helpless person. And now, like, it was such an insight to what disabled people have to go through, of like just being like, when I didn't have someone to push me around, I'm like, well, I'm stuck here, I guess, because I can like get around, but like going up a huge ramp that they have to that, I can't really do that by myself without taking 10 minutes of pushing, and I don't want to get too far away from everyone else because I'm, wheelchair bound. But to Disney's credit, everything in the entire park was incredibly designed for people with mobility issues. Like, it is just ramps everywhere, elevators everywhere, the lines, the queues, all designed to handle both the motor scooter and a wheelchair. Star Wars Land we went to. So we went to Disney Hollywood Studios is what it's called now. It used to be Disney MGM Studios. Did a ton of rides. I was in the wheelchair. It was awesome because you would just go up. And so we had our Disney Sherpa helping us with this. It was Lauren's friend who signed up all of our Lightning Lane passes. Disney added a thing called the Lightning Lane Premier Pass, which is the universal style of Lightning Lane Pass, where you get a Lightning Lane ride not once per day, but as many times as you want all day. And that was a stupid amount of money. That was like $170, like, per person on top of your ticket. So I was like, we're not doing that. We just did the regular Lightning Lane thing, which is free to anyone. You just have to sign up like 30 days before you arrive. You're allowed to like book your things, and then once you ride one, you get a new one that you can book. So like, she was like, as we like scanned our passes and we're doing like the 10-minute wait, she's already like checking through and booking us another ride later in the day and like routing us through the park because she was like an expert. So that was nice. But we did the rides at the Star Wars Land. We did Smuggler's Run, I believe it's called, and that's where you pilot the Millennium Falcon. That was pretty cool. I would say that ride wasn't the ride itself, like the interactive elements didn't feel that great. Like, if you're a gunner, you just literally just mash a button when enemies are on screen. If you're an engineer, you just hit the buttons that light up. If you're a person who flies, you one person goes left and right, one person goes up and down, and you just like follow the cues on the screen. Anyway, so the motion ride was that, but the cool part was like getting into the ride, is like walking through like a hangar. They have like a fucking X-Wing out there. They have the full size like Millennium Falcon that you go into, and like it feels like you're inside it. The crew all there are in character, so they're like, hey, we hear you're here to help us with this smuggling job. Like, you got your group here. All right, you guys can pilot, all this. And they talk you through it, and they like joke about the last group leaving a mess, and I don't know. It was just really cool. And then we get in the wheelchair. They're just like, hey, are you able to transfer in and out of your seat or walk for short periods? And you just say yes. And they're like, cool. And then so you just like, they would just take your wheelchair for you, and I would walk, hobble the like 5 steps to get it over to the seat and then ride it. So that was awesome. We came back to it later in the day, but they had there's the Rise of the Resistance ride, which is honestly one of the coolest ride experiences I think you'll have in all of Orlando. Like the Battlefront Ministry is similar, like just the technology of this ride. So you get in line, and then you go into a docked ship, and that's the start of the ride. And like it's all screens, and it's like you blast off out of the park that you're in, which is like some sort of Mos Eisley type like land. I forget what it's called, Mos Espa or some, I don't know. And they have like screens, and you can see pilots, and you can see like the space out in front of you and around you through the windows that are all screens. And it's like you've just taken off into space basically. And then you get attacked by the First Order, and they tractor beam you and bring you into a Star Destroyer or whatever they are, the like First Order Star Destroyers. And then the doors open, and jaw-dropping moment. The doors open, and it's like you're on, like the hangar bay of a Star Destroyer, full-sized, like you're in the movie basically. And there is just a huge like 50 or 60 stormtroopers standing there, like animatronic things, and then a person dressed up as like I want to say Imperial, but it's First Order because these are the fucking sequel movies, so it's not as good as it would be, because nobody fucking cares about the sequel movies. But anyway, so a First Order officer comes up to you and says, they start barking orders at you and calling you like rebel scum and make you wait in line. They're like, all right, we're going to take you to interrogation. You're this group, wait here. This group, you go over, wait over here and stand on these things and wait until you can be processed. And like they like role play the whole thing. And it's really funny too, because like if you're in a mobility device, they'll like role play it, and then there'll be a person like, okay, are you able to transfer? like yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can walk. Like I can peg leg like the 50 steps it'll take to get over to the like seat thing. And so like you go there and they put in
character for that.
For the most part they do, but like at that one point they're just like, okay, we gotta like be serious here. And so then I get in line, I'm waiting, and then they put you in like an interrogation room with your group, which is basically who's gonna fit on like the ride like device that you're on. And then during the like waiting part, they like blast open the side of the room that you're in, and it's like and like I think it's Finn comes on the screen. John Boyega is like, hey, we're gonna get you out of here, you need to proceed to the escape craft or whatever through the wall we just blew open. And then you like go into that, and it's like a ride. It's like the Tower of Terror rides where you're like on like a little cart that with like just seatbelts basically. Mm-hmm. And then it's an independent ride vehicle, dark ride, so there's no track or anything. It just drives. It's like a little remote control thing that just drives around this whole thing, where there's like stormtroopers shooting at you with like lasers flying over your head, and you like go through a hangar bay, and then there's an elevator drop sequence that happens like Tower of Terror, because like the ride's on like locks into an elevator thing and then drops you for a little bit, and then Kylo Ren shows up and like has a light. There's an animatronic of Kylo Ren with his lightsaber, and he like, I don't know, it's just like, man, this would be so cool if this was like original Star Wars and that was Darth Vader. Like it's just like I got
like,
no connection.
The one thing they really need to do with Galaxy's Edge is have, like from this month to this month it's the Republic era, and that can be the prequels, and from this month to this month it's the Resistance era, and that could be the sequels, and then from this month to this month that's the Rebel era, and that's the originals. Because for the most part they wouldn't have to change most of it. Like those planets are still look the way they do. Like the one thing they'd have to change is they'd have to for the basically have something that can fit over the top of the Millennium Falcon, so that they could change it into something else, a different ship. I don't know what ship that would be. Maybe the Naboo ship that they ride on in the first one. But like, I feel like most of the stuff they'd have to change would just be the technology and the uniforms for the performer, for the cast members.
I will say the reason why I think that section is just so cool is that Star Cruiser like idea of all of the people working all the shops, all that are in character, is throughout the whole thing. So like,
did you go to
you go to the shop area, and it's just like you're in a market. and there's like stalls with like, here's the creatures stall that's like stuffed animals, and there's a little animatronic creature in the middle, and the person's like in costume, like talking about like adopting creatures for you. And but the problem is, like, I wanted merch. I was like, you know what, I was like, I could buy a hat. I could buy, like, if they had like a rebel like symbol hat or something, I'd buy that. Nah, it's just all new Star Wars stuff. And I'm like, oh, they have a build your own droid
You
thing.
didn't go get your Jedi wand?
They have a build your own lightsaber, which I didn't do because it's an ungodly amount of money that costs. I think it's like $200. It's like $270 or some nonsense.
Yeah, it's over $200.
But they will ship it for you. So like that's part of it. So like, it's
that's one thing Disney does real good, is that if you want something, like, you don't have to carry it around all day. They basically are just like, even if it's the one, if you do a build your own, they will ship you the one you built to your house. They're like, all right, thanks for building it. Now we'll just ship it to you.
Yeah, I thought about doing the droid building, which seemed kind of cool because like they just give you like a little like seat, and then you just pick your parts out of like bins and build your little mini R2D2 thing. And you can make it look
the droid building. That's
cool. It sounded cool. I might do that next time, but I wasn't feeling it, and nobody else was going to do it, so it was like that. So we'll probably make a point of it next time. But we did have a reserved hour at Oga's Cantina, which is a cantina that sells Star Wars themed drinks.
Nice.
And those are fun. I had a Bespin Fizz that had dry ice in it, so it was like smoking cocktail.
That's good.
We got
Bespin,
blue.
that's the Cloud City, so it's a cloudy drink.
We got the blue and green milk and tried those, which are just basically.
So I only know this from Jenny Nicholson, but I've heard that the blue milk they have at Galaxy's Edge is actually really, really good. And then they'll sell like blue milk branded stuff in elsewhere that it fucking sucks.
It's good. It tastes like fruity, creamy, like a fruity
berry.
Yeah, like a berry yogurt
it's like
drink.
The milk that's left over after a bowl of Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, basically. It's good though.
Nice.
I mean, it's good. I like the green one more. I think it's a little bit more citrusy than the blue one, which is very much like passion fruity. I don't know. Worth trying though. Fun. But I was sucked that I was in a wheelchair all day. And so that was our Tuesday. Did all the other stuff. I mean, all the other rides. I'm not gonna. Oh, let me check my notes.
Did you go to Pandora?
We'll get to that. Yes, we did.
Okay.
Another ride I couldn't do. In that, but so.
I wouldn't do the rides in Pandora. I just want to. I've heard that the theming is good there.
So I wrote, no ride issues, wheelchair bound due to huge pop foot blister. Yeah, so I was doing that. I said this park is so much better designed. Like like Universal Park. I mean, whatever, it's cool, but this Disney design, like just the seating, the shade, like just it's like they have like buildings specifically put in certain areas so that every time during the day there is some tall building blocking the sun for most of the park. So it's like, I don't know, except for like midday. So like most of the day it's pretty good. I wrote Star Wars Lane is amazing. Tower of Terror, the whole trip, my favorite ride was Tower of Terror, which is so disappointing because that I've ridden that one before, but it's just so good. Like the theming, the whole like, this is Twilight Zone, and you get on a thing and you like go through like the space field to the door, and then there's like you go on the one floor and it opens and there's the guests that are like turn into electricity and like shoot in your chair, and then the drops. Awesome theming. And then like the fucking people that are the ride operators are just like, enjoy your ride, hope you don't have any trouble. You know, it's just like, this is just it's just so good. I love that ride. So this is the Pandora stuff is at the Animal Kingdom Park, so we'll get to that. That was a different day. But finishing off Hollywood Studios, we also did Rock and Roller Coaster, which we did because it's one of the few roller coasters that's fully inside. I had no problem riding that. It shook my soul loose is what I wrote, because that is a rough coaster. It is being rethemed to Muppets theming, so it's closing down next year to be rethemed as a Muppets ride instead of Aerosmith themed, which is what it is now, which feels a little dated. But it's a fun ride. as a coaster. It does a loop, and it does a loop inside, and there's some cool theming in it. Like you fly through the O and the Hollywood sign and stuff. Like I don't know. So that was a fun ride. What else do I have in my notes? That's it. And I just wrote so much more shade. So just a great park. I had a great time. We saw some shows. We saw like the Little Mermaid show. We saw it with like puppets and everything, and he had a great time. Other than being wheelchair bound, which sucked. So the next day, Lauren and her friends went to Universal Islands of Adventure and the other park. They did a park hopper between two parks. So they hit the rest of Universal, which we didn't do. And my group went to Epcot. So I was a third wheel with a married couple at Epcot. And my wife and her two gay best friends went to Universal because they were going to do Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. And the group I was with was not interested. I could give or take that. I just don't like crowds, and haunted houses are kind of mad for me. Although they're really cool, like well-designed haunted houses, I'm like, eh. Like, I would rather go to Epcot because I didn't want to miss Epcot because this was the Food and Wine Festival. They had like a thing where I got a bento box because I found Remy at each one of the worlds. There's like a little Remy statue you have to find. And anyway,
his name is Ratatouille the rat.
I was disappointed in Epcot in a way because it's no longer what it was when I was a kid, which was this is technology park, and this is like old style what future is like stuff, and mostly like edutainment rides. So that was disappointing. Okay, but the change this time. So renting a wheelchair is $12, and is a $2 deposit you get back. So it's cheap as hell. I decided, fuck it, I'm going to rent one of the electric scooters. Because whatever. Renting an electric scooter is $60 or $80 with a $20 deposit you get back. So $60 a day. And I was so happy that I made that decision to get the scooter because I had way more independence and everything is designed for it. And I gave up my social anxiety of being a person on a scooter because there's so many fucking people on scooters that it just didn't matter. And I was like, this is going to make it so my foot heals correctly, which it did. It looks perfectly fine now. Which I was
find
worried
that
about.
at wikifeet.com
Yep.
/on_danger.
You can see the tiny bits of, I don't know, leftover dry skin I have at the edges of it. But so the scooter was awesome. And everyone was super courteous about it. Issue with the scooters at the parks is they run out of them. So you need to get there early, but we were hotel guests, so we got to get in early, so no issue getting a scooter until the last day, but we'll get to that I think on a different day because I'm getting tired of talking. My voice hurts. So Epcot, let's get through Epcot, and then we'll do the two other parks in the next episode that we record. I can talk about Pandora Land and the Magic Kingdom. So Epcot rides. So we started the day, we were going to do Test Track, which is I think going to go around, but it was closed for maintenance. So we're like, all right, let's pivot. Let's do something else. We did Living with the Land. I don't know if you've done Living with the Land, but it's just like a boat ride where they talk about farming, and then you do a little boat ride through a greenhouse. So it's very my vibe of like old future tech. Like they have like, you go through like the history of farming, and then there's then there's like a future like farm thing that they have, which is like retro future farming, which is cool. And then they take you through a greenhouse where they have like all sorts of like plants and stuff that they like, hey, we use these in the park to make the food that you're going to eat at the Food and Wine Festival, like all this stuff. So that was neat. Fun start. And then we went to Soarin'. I don't know if you've heard of Soarin', but they had that at Disney's California Adventure years ago, but they added it to Epcot. And that is a ride in which you sit in a chair and it raises you up and your feet dangle, and it's like you're riding, it's like you're flying basically in like a hang glider over the world. Kind of a neat ride. It's a neat It's like an IMAX screen that you're floating on, and it like gently wafts you whenever. I had the most. We witnessed the most unhinged guest staff interaction the entire trip. And I talked to Lauren about this. I was like, I am so sad that you were not with me to witness this, because we would be talking about this for the rest of our fucking lives. So Soarin', if you haven't been on, it's a pretty simple ride. You sit down, there's a belt buckle, single belt buckle. If you are under the minimum height, you can still ride, but you have to put the buckle through a strap that's between your legs, so it's like a bucket buckle instead of just a lap buckle, just for safety. There were 2 women seated next to the 2 people that I was with, that were in. Now I know their age because they said that they were 70 years old at least 20 or 30 times to the attendant. The attendant came over and said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Because of your height, you're going to have to use the loop when you buckle your seatbelt." And the lady said, "You're discriminating against me because of my age, because I'm 70 years old," which she said again many times. The whole ride is not going. You have 60 people in this auditorium in their seats, like 10 carts that all go at once, waiting for this lady who's arguing with this cast member. And she fumbles with her phone to try and record this interaction, but can't figure it out. So that takes some time. She is talking to the cast member and asks their names. She can she takes a photo of the person, because they're arguing, and she's like, "You're treating me like a child, like a baby, because I've ridden this ride," she said, 300 times. "I've ridden this ride 300 times and I've never had this issue." Sure you have, lady. And so the cast member is just doing an incredible job of just being like, "I'm sorry, this." And so the lady's like, "This is age discrimination." I'm like, "This isn't age discrimination. If you look at your head, there's a line. If your head is below that line, you have to use the center strap." And she's like, "That's for children. I'm not a child. I'm 70 years old." This has been 5 full minutes of everyone waiting to get this ride starting. They're holding up the entire fucking thing. And then the lady is like, "I need to see your manager. I need to talk to the manager." Just fucking insane. And I am trying not to laugh so hard because, this is the most we have old people that are trying to videotape their discrimination but not able to do it, and just saying the dumbest shit. And it's literally not because they're not letting them ride, it's because they need to buckle their seatbelt in a slightly different way than everyone else. It's just the most it's not even like you need a booster seat. It's literally just, instead of buckling directly over, you buckle through the loop and then over. It's really simple. I could do it on my seat, but I don't have to because I'm tall enough. And they just, okay, so the manager comes over, she asks their name and that, and she says, "You're discriminating against me." And she's like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, this isn't a discrimination issue. This is just purely a safety issue. If you look, your head is below the line, and anyone whose head is below the line, regardless of age, needs to," it's just like, "So this isn't age, you're discriminating."
I'm 70 years old.
She did say that. She did say this time that has ridden the ride 500 times, she said this time, instead of 300.
Well, she rode it 200 times and you weren't looking.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And so the lady's like, "I'm sorry. If you can't buckle with a center buckle, that we understand. We won't be able to accommodate you for this ride, and we can take you to guest services." And the lady, it was amazing because the lady was just trying. I don't know. She asked for the person's name. You're trying to hide your name. It's like, "No, it's right here. You can write it down. Whatever. Talk to my manager. They will agree that I am correct in saying, because of the safety in this ride, you cannot ride it unless you buckle the extra buckle, which is super easy to do." And the lady's like, "Fine, you can do it for me since I'm a baby," or whatever is what she said. And the lady came over to start doing it. She's like, "No, I'll do it myself. Yeah, I'll do it myself." And then she does it herself. And then finally, we're able to fucking get on this ride. It was over 9 minutes waiting, the entire auditorium. And the lady was like, "This is so embarrassing." I'm like, "Bitch, you made it embarrassing. You literally would just have to buckle your seatbelt slightly differently." And that was such, and and my friends and whatever were sitting next to them the entire fucking ride. They just talked about about it the entire time, not enjoying this ride. And they said they overheard them. They said we can get free tickets. I think they were just doing it to try and get free passes to something, which Disney will do for you for certain things, which I will find out when I go to Pandora Land and the flight of Flight of the whatever, I don't know. You ride on the back one of them flying things. I could not ride that ride. They had a test seat thing, but I didn't have problems sitting in it. There are leg shackles that they put on you, and my feet were too long that I couldn't move them.
Did you tell them you were 70 years old?
My feet could not move far forward enough for them to latch. The cast member, I asked their name, and because you can give like cast member thanks. I gave them like huge compliments for trying to accommodate me. The lady was trying so hard to get the leg things to buckle, and you're like, "Can you cross your legs? Can you move your feet?" I'm like, "Could I take my shoes off?"
What if we break your feet and wrap them real tight?
Because the problem was because the back restraint, whatever, like this over the stomach thing, no problem. It was literally my feet were too long to fit underneath this thing because I couldn't move my feet any farther forward, and the calf restraints couldn't go far enough forward. So And so it was just like my legs are too long, and I looked online on Reddit and was like, yeah, if you're over 6'3", good luck. Like they're not built for long legs, these little seat things. So regardless, we went out and I waited while everyone rode. I was a little bummed, but then the like person was like, hey, you got a party 6, right? We're just gonna give you guys a free lightning lane for one of your other days. You're gonna be here all week, so we'll just give you a free for your whole group, so you can ride together on any ride of your choice. So we just got a free line skip the next day for a ride. So that was really awesome. Like they were super accommodating. Like it was just nice. It was just like, yeah, it's fine. I understand. Like I'm too tall. Like it's fine. And Lauren got off and she was like, I didn't like that ride anyway. It made me sick. I'm like, yeah, well, it's like one of those like motion ride things with VR goggles. Yeah. So overall, really. Epcot. Let's get through Epcot. So Soarin' we did. Test track was closed, so we did Cosmic Rewind, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, because Epcot used to be, this is a technology future. There was an innovation section where they had like VR glasses and all sorts of like fun things and robots and stuff.
Experimental Planned City of Tomorrow, is that what that is?
Nope, not anymore. Nope. It's just all Disney properties now. So Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is the coaster that made me almost throw up. So that it gets I've never had motion sickness issues on a roller coaster before, but my God, this one. So that's a cool one too. So it has a really cool waiting area, and it has a really cool opening where you get in a room and they talk to you, and then they're like, all right, we're going to beam you up to the space station or whatever. And like the lights go out and they open up, and then the room, like the walls have moved up into the ceiling, so it's like you're on like a space station, and like you look out in the screens and it's all space. So that's really cool.
Cool.
And they walk you over to the coaster area, and you wait in line, and then I'm in my scooter, and they're like, hey, can you transfer? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, great, we'll put your scooter here, you just pick it up when you leave. It ended up being awesome because the scooter had a basket, and everyone just put all their stuff in the basket, so when we did the rides, we didn't have to use the pouches or anything. We just put it all on my scooter. And that ride's interesting because it's a coaster. It has a backwards launch, so you fly backwards for part of it. The chairs move independent of the direction you're in, so like they'll turn left and you'll be like facing left while you're going forward, and for other things, because there'll be like dark ride stuff happening, like big screens and like a huge planet that you roller coaster around. And then when it plays music, it plays like a soundtrack song. You get like it'll be random songs, so like it could be I don't know, there's like a huge list of stuff, like it's just stuff that you would be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is it like licensed 1980s?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the song we got, so the song everybody talks about is the best one is September, Earth, Wind and Fire, September, which they played on the 21st of September, which is the day we weren't in the park. They played that all day, only song. Yeah. So like that was kind of fun. But the song we got was "Everybody Wants to Rule the World," Tears for Fears. So
Nice.
that was awesome. It was a great song. We got a really good one. And the guy next to me was with his family, but it was a 3 and it's 2 people per cart, so he had to sit next to me and my group sat behind me, so we were together. Huge fan of the ride apparently, and he was like so jazzed, and when the song started playing he fucking screamed because he was so excited that it was "Everybody Wants to Rule the World." And he told me the story afterwards. It was like, oh, my wife and I on our honeymoon we came here and that's the song that played, so it was really cool that it was that with our kid here now like years later. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, but he was screaming. He was just like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, like just loving this coaster. I was like, my God, I mean, it's a coaster, it's all right. I fucking banged my elbow when I got in, so I couldn't feel my hand for most of the ride, and I was already uncomfortable. And reading Reddit after this, people talking about being motion sick on that ride, they're like, don't look at the moon. When you go into the section where you do like a corkscrew around the moon sideways, like just look off, don't fixate on something in the horizon because it will mess you up. And it messed me up. I was just like, I think I'm going to throw up. I'm with this stranger man who's having the time of his life, and I'm going to fucking vomit. And I'm able to hold it for the whole rest of the ride, and I get off and I'm like, that is the closest I've ever been to throwing up, like on a roller coaster. Holy shit. So we took some time and just kind of walked around and did some of the various like countries of the world and had some good food. So the good food I had, roast duck bun and boba tea at the China Pavilion. So that was fun. Yeah. We did, I did a warm raclette cheese plate. Raclette is like the cheese they put under the burner and then they scrape a huge glob off of it. And so they had like crusty bread and pickles and ham and cheese. So that was the Switzerland booth, which is only open during the Food and Wine Festival, which is 2 fucking full months. It's September and October. And maybe even November. It's a long time it's open. It's just not in the summer, which they have like a flower festival in the summer. So like they always got something going on. So we got that. So in the Norway section, they used to have Maelstrom, which is like a Viking boat ride. It is now Frozen themed. So
that one makes sense, at least.
It does make sense, but it's also like kind of annoying because it's like this used to be like this is Norway, but now this is Frozen. Area.
This is Arendelle.
Yeah. Like everyone's like everything's Frozen themed there now, which is like kind of like, oh, that's a little disappointing. One of the cool things about the Epcot though is they do hire people from the countries to work in the countries, which is kind of neat. That you just see like
exchange students.
Yeah, exactly. So they're just like people trying to learn English basically, and it's cool. Like you're in the Norway and there's all people from Norway there, and you go to Mexico and it's all people from Mexico there for now until they get, I don't know, deported or something.
Was the Mexico area Coco themed at all?
It is not, but the rumor keep continuing that they're going to change. So there's a ride in the Mexico that's like a boat ride. That's like it's like just like the Mexico ride. I don't know. We didn't ride it, but I think they're gonna theme that towards Coco. There were people playing Coco music there. Like the street performers were. So it was like that.
I would expect they're gonna like theme everything that they can in that area, like every country that has a specific movie associated with it.
That they will get that because in France you have Ratatouille now, so there's a Ratatouille ride, but the rest of it still looks like France. I love the World Pavilions. It's just so cool. It's like you're in a different country, like for a little period. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Japan was awesome. They have a huge gift shop full of insane stuff that you could buy in Chicago. I was telling Lauren, I was like, I could just go to that Japanese market in Chicago and buy all of this stuff. Like, I want to go back there, TJ. Maybe we'll do that sometime. Remember we met at that parking lot?
Yep, Mitsuo Market.
Yeah, I would love to go there again and just shop because I would like to buy some Japanese manga, like in Japanese, which I'm sure they have. So I just bought some candy. We ate at the sushi restaurant there for dinner, and it was incredible. We got views of the lake. Like, we had the best seats in the house, and I struggled mightily to not embarrass myself speaking Japanese, so I didn't, other than saying domo, when the, and just saying the basic things. I was like, I desperately wanted to talk to someone in Japanese, but it's like, no, I don't want to embarrass myself. These people are working.
Also, like, if they're exchange students, specifically Japanese people probably have encountered in Japan white people who are quote unquote learning Japan being annoying if they're in one of the touristy cities.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Japanese
John
area
does fit the demographic.
I know, and I'm on a
kind of
scooter.
weird.
It's just it's not feeling right. It's not feeling right. So I was just like, it's fine. But I had fun. I had fun because I was reading all the signs, and I was like, I can read this. Like I can. This says temple. This says anyway. But it was cool themed. They had like a torii gate. They had people doing drums. I forget the name of what's the name of the drum? The big drum.
Taiko.
Yeah, they're boom 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 boom. Italy was cool. We got
what it sounded like.
Yeah, we got affogato in Italy. Looked at some of the shops. We went to England. That was cool. At night it started raining, but it wasn't too bad. Oh, it poured rain when we were in Star Wars Land, which kind of sucked, but whatever. Yeah, it actually looked really cool when it was night and it was raining, and they have the fucking like Imperial lander that like the Emperor's on, like just docked with like lights on it, like in the with trees and shit. I was like, that looks cool. Like you feel like you're there. Like that is really cool. But it's kind of like Epcot. It like feels like you're in the place. It's great theming. Like what was the other thing? Oh yeah. So the world's France is really cool to just hang out in. They have lots of really good food. I don't think we ate anything at France because we had so many other things we needed to get to. The Remy ride was really fun. That's kind of like a little 3D glasses dark ride where you're like going underneath like the restaurant and like hiding, and it's kind of cool because it's like there's screens, but then there's also like you go into like an ice closet or like the refrigerator, and it's like cold. They make the room really cold, and then like you're in a room where you look up and there's like racks and everything like your mouse sized and stuff. So that was pretty fun. That was a fun ride. England, they didn't have any rides at, I think Canada, there's an America section, which we didn't really stop in. There's a ride there that's just a big, like a giant 360. No, that's the Canada has the 360 screen where it's just a video of like Canadian mountains and shit. The U.S. one's got another, it's like an IMAX screen American experience
It's a
ride.
gun store.
Yeah, no. They apparently had really good barbecue stuff going on there, but we didn't have time. We had too many things to eat. We had the sushi and everything to eat. I got violet sake in Japan, which I have bought the ingredients to make at home because it was one of the better drinks I had in my entire life, I'd say. It's sake, lime juice, and prickly pear syrup, which is bright purple. I guess that's the color of the inside of a prickly pear is very purple. So, but it's just tasted like, I don't know how to describe it, like a fruity purple drink, cactus flavor. I don't know. It's good, really good. So I bought the ingredients to make it because they use a specific Monin prickly pear syrup. So it's really easy to make at home. I bought some sake at the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna make that. Maybe I'll make that for another episode. And I'm trying to think of anywhere else that we went to. I think we hit all the lands. Canada has a really good steakhouse. We didn't go there. We didn't watch the Canada show. Oh, we went to Beaker and Bunson's lab where they do food experiments. Nice. They do. That was our Muppet stuff that we saw. They do food experiments.
They have like molecular gastronomy.
Yeah. So they have wings they were doing for the Food and Wine Festival. So they had all sorts of weird flavored wings. I didn't try any of the wings, but we did try, because we'd eaten a bunch of other stuff all day. We did try the pickle milkshake that they had.
Ooh, hell yeah.
So they had a pickle milkshake, which was like the big thing. I loved it. It was a shamrock shake. It tasted very much like a shamrock shake. They had a light dill pickle flavor, because it wasn't salty, but it was like a dill mint. It was good. It was really good. And the aftertaste, I had pickle burps afterwards. So like there was definitely some dill going on in there, and they had like little black, like, you know, like peppercorns that you would have like on whipped cream, but they weren't peppercorns. They were like chocolate. So it was kind of cool. It was like really neat. And they had a sprig of dill, fresh dill in there too. So
that's good.
That was really fun. So that was a fun little like sit in the air conditioning and drink a pickle milkshake during the hot day. So we had a great time there, and then it was raining, and then Test Track was closed. So I never got to ride that because it was raining in the afternoon and the evening, and it's partially
That's
outdoors.
The Cars one?
Yeah. Well, it's not Cars themed. It may be eventually, but right now it is just like car testing themed. Like drive a test car.
Building a Cars, like turning one of the parks into a Cars park, aren't they? Or a Pixar park?
No, not soon, at least. I haven't seen any like news. The one big thing, to talk about. Fuck it. I'll just go through the whole trip. Why not? We're most of the way there. We're most of the way through. We went to Animal Kingdom. And so that is a place where they're closing a whole bunch of shit down. So we rode the dinosaur ride. Remember Pixar? No, that was Disney Animation Dinosaur, the movie, which I forgot existed. Remember Dinosaur?
Yeah.
Like
I don't remember liking it very much.
It was an iguanodon who was like they were going to... It's about the fucking giant meteor comet that blew up all the dinosaurs. Like, I don't know. Not a happy ending to that. But so the ride is called the Dinosaur Ride. There's like a dinosaur park that is mostly closed now, except for the ride and the restaurant. That is being rebuilt into a Southwest American jungle, or like South American jungle themed zone, where there is going to be an Encanto dark ride in the Encanto house, and then as well as like an Encanto food place and a plaza, and then there's going to be an Indiana Jones themed ride as well.
Sorry, what I was thinking of when I said Cars was Frontierland is going away, and part of it will become Piston Peak National Park.
Yes, okay.
Which is a Cars themed area.
Yes, so when we get to my final day, which was Magic Kingdom, yes, the Big Thunder Railroad was closed down, and part of Frontierland is closed right now. Yeah, because they're doing that, and they're also adding a Villains Park as well to Magic Kingdom. So they're taking a bunch of that away. And they had Woke Splash Mountain now.
But Woke Tiana Splash Mountain.
Woke Splash, Woke Mountain. So we went to Animal Kingdom. That's a really cool park. We did the dinosaur ride, which is, I'm glad they're tearing down, because it is the most. I was the most So I say my hole. Everyone knows this. Spanky knows this. Lauren knows this. I like to say my hole because that is that is an internal joke based on a WWE wrestler who was caught on mic saying my hole when she was thrown onto the ring apron. And she going, my hole. Anyway, but Nia Jax is really funny. So she just said that, and so I always say my hole. That was a my hole ride is what we called it. And that could, because you're in like a a jungle cart and you got to rescue the dinosaur, you know, for some scientific reason. But the cart is like you're like off-roading, and you're just like fucking bouncing up and down your seat, and it's just literally slamming you into the fucking restraints of the seat, and my knees were shattered by the end of this fucking thing. And so I am glad they're closing that down and replacing it with an Indiana Jones themed ride, and an Encanto ride. So that was fine. We went to Expedition Everest in the Asia area. And when I say Asia, it's just Tibet. It's just Nepal. Like, that's it. But there's an Expedition Everest where it's a roller coaster that has a Yeti. We rode that, skipped through the line. I'm on my little scooter. That was awesome. I felt super nauseous after that one. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I think it was because we had just eaten breakfast.
Oh.
We had eaten breakfast at the cafe near the Expedition Everest. So we did that. Then we did the Kilimanjaro Safari, which is just like a safari, and it was really cool. They got elephants, they got hippos, they got rhinos, they got everything. It was really cool to see. We did they have like a gorilla park walk where you just kind of walk around, and they have just like exhibits. They have like big cats, and so we saw a lion, and they have we saw some lions like rolling around too. It was really cute. They were like big kitties. But we saw some gorillas, like really cool, awesome seeing gorillas up close, like Jane Goodall, R.I.P. But we saw gorillas. So that was really cool. Like, I loved Animal Kingdom. I love that park. The theming is awesome. It is all like explorer themed. You got the cool zones. You got some cool coasters. Like, I just loved how the park looked. We went to a Lion King show, the Festival of the Lion King, which is like an acted show with like crazy people doing like people that are monkeys, that are just like actors that are just doing insane trapeze artist shit. And doing crazy stunts. So that was really fun. What else did we do? That's in the Africa area, is the safari and the Lion King show. And then we went to Pandora Land, where I had a weird blue noodle food thing. They have like a Pandora station place where you can get like Navi food, which is just basically, mine was just like a poke bowl, so it just had like tuna and edamame, but then the noodles had blue 40 food coloring or whatever in them, so they were blue noodles.
Edamame milkers.
Yeah, and it had the edamame milkers. Everyone had drinks and stuff there. It was awesome. So the big thing, Disney doesn't have those the fountains everywhere or whatever, like the Coke Zero machines or the Coke Freestyle machines. So to get drinks, you just have to like use the water fountains to fill up your thing, and the water fountains suck. Disney's water fountains suck. You get metal tasting hot water out of them, and it sucks. So if you go to one of the drink places, you can fill up your mug with ice and water there and have nice water until you drink it, but then you have to like go wait in line, eat, and then you can have access to the fountains again. So it's kind of annoying. I wish they had some sort of unlimited drink pass like they have.
When I was briefly living with a family member in Florida, one thing and it was in, I believe, June or July. One thing that I noticed about Florida that was always weird was that you had to wait for cold water. Like, you had to turn on the tap and wait for it to get cold because so many of the pipes were outside because it never freezes there.
Oh, that could be
freezes there. So you don't have to bury the pipes and worry about them rusting or anything. But they do just absorb the sun and act as conductors down into the ground. So the water from the utilities will be cold.
So they don't price gouge the water too bad. Like a big bottle of Dasani was like $4, which is like fine, like whatever. I had a bottle. I bought 2 bottles. I bought $8 of water the entire day, and I was fine. So. It's fine. It's just a thing that would have been nicer. But Pandora Land, incredible. Like the whole area, they've got the floating islands with like waterfalls coming off of them. They're like waiting in line to go to the flying wings of Pandora or whatever it's called, where you fly the Avatar birds, whatever they're called. I don't remember the damn in-universe name. The whole waiting area is awesome. They got like the giant mechs like just sitting there that you can take photos in front of. You like go in and they're like, we're gonna mix you with DNA and turn you into an avatar, and they like do this whole thing and go there. And then for me, of course, my DNA didn't match because when I got on my bird, I wasn't able to ride. I felt so bad because I had made everybody else wait, but I was like, whatever, like they can't latch my feet, like it's fine. I just sat and waited, and they came out, and so that was fine. But then we did the other ride, which is the Navi River Journey, which I would describe as Navi It's a Small World, because it's just a slow boat ride with no like thrills or anything. It's just like a slow boat ride, and there's screens and animatronics of all the little monsters. They got like little flying things, and it's like you're on a nice river journey in Navi. And they have $1 million animatronic at the very end, an animatronic that cost them $1 million. That's like a Navi lady that's singing this song, Ma'ewa, and it's like chill.
Absolutely
and I was like,
animatronic.
and I was like, this is a ride that you would want to do mushrooms on, because it's just it's just like sparkly lights and cool creatures and chill. It's like a lazy river. You're just like having, and this lady's singing this nice song at the end. And anyway, we had a really fun time with that. I really like that ride. It was very fun and chill. And then there's like a Kali River Rapids ride, which we didn't do. That is in like the Africa area, and I was told that is a ride which you get completely soaked through on. So I was like, nah, we're good. We don't need a river
Just
rapids
because
ride.
it's so exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Soak your pants. So that was our Animal Kingdom. We did not eat at the Rainforest Cafe that is right outside the entrance to the park. We ate at one of the restaurants in the park, which was actually really good. I got like a pork belly bowl that was really good. It was like a
Was it Puma themed?
No.
The pork belly bowl?
No. It was very good. And then our final day, we did Magic Kingdom, but we did the Mickey's Not So Scary Party. So that is from like 4 p.m. to midnight. On certain days, they do like a Halloween party. And so on Friday night, we did that. I would not recommend doing that because I was unable to get a scooter because it was like at 4 p.m. and they were all out. And I asked for a scooter, and they said, we'll put you on the wait list. And then I was like, fine, I'll just rent a wheelchair until I can get waitlisted. And they didn't offer me a free wheelchair or whatever. But I was like, whatever, because we just need to go because we have limited time in this park. So we did that. I got a wheelchair. We started going around doing rides. I forget what we did. I don't know. It's Magic Kingdom. They got a million rides. We did Small World. It was terrifying. We did Pirates. They have like a parade. They had like a villain show. They had a fireworks show that we saw. They had a giant like Halloween parade. We went to we did fucking what's it called? Oh my god, the ride. The ride that was at the World's Fair. Oh my god, it's in Tomorrowland. What's it called? It's the ride where you go through like all of the decades of progress. Carousel of Progress. There it is. Carousel of Progress. Love that ride. It smells horrific in there. It smells like grease. You can just smell the age of the greased like ride that you're on because it's just a theater that spins basically, and you see like a 1910s, and you see like a 1930s, and then a 1960s, and then a future, and it's a family like and
yeah,
like all the
that's
technology.
one with the really old animatronics.
Yes,
right?
yes, it's awesome. I love that ride. And they sing a song. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and it's dumb. I love it. It's retro future. I love it. Fucking Spaceship Earth was closed, by the way, which is so disappointing at Epcot because they're refurbishing it. They're not changing it. They're just fixing it because it's busted, I guess. But in Tomorrowland, the other ride we did was Tron, the light cycle ride. That ride fucking rules. It is so good. That. They have it's themed after the new Tron movie, which whatever. It's red now because that's like Tron Ares, but the fucking music is the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack, and it fucking slaps. I get there, they have seats that were worrisome to me because they have the leg clamper things on them because you ride a light cycle. But we learned this: the carts have seats in the back, which are just traditional coaster seats with the lap bar, so you can just sit. And I was like, Lauren was like, I don't want to sit on one of those things. I don't want to do that. And I was like, that's fine. I don't want to do it either. I don't want to risk not being able to sit in it. So let's just sit in the back seat. And so they had our whole party wait until one of the carts had the back seat thing available. And then we all just got in with them, like the rows in front of us. That coaster just fucking rips. It is awesome. It's like inside and outside, and there's like the crazy lights, and it's like Tron themed. It has a huge launch at the start, and I would imagine it was even cooler if you're in the seats where it's like you're on a motorcycle basically, because they like clamp your back in and then do like the leg clamps, which I was worried about. Maybe I would have more room, but whatever. I didn't want to risk it. So that was awesome. We did Woke Tiana's, which is what we got the free lightning lane for me not being able to ride that. So Tiana's, that
Woke.
ride still that ride, the Woke, is still, I love that ride. The log flume. It's fun. You're on a boat. There's like lazy river things, and then bam, drop, and then
They put woke in it.
and then another
I was
lazy
going
river
to
thing.
ask what it was until John said log flume, and then I figured it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was
Okay.
Song of the South themed originally, and now it
Yeah.
is themed after. And the new theming is awesome because it's Princess and the Frog. So it's like, here's a bunch of animals playing jazz music, and it's fun. I would say the theming is a little bit less coherent because, like, why do you get dropped at the end? Because the whole Splash Mountain drop thing is you're being chased, and you're Brer Rabbit, and you have to dive into the briar patch to escape the fox. And this is just like, I think you get shrunk down at one point, but then you just go down I don't know, whatever. The final drop is really fun and splashy, and I don't know, it was awesome. And I fit in that one pretty well. Tomorrowland, we also rode another mountain, Space Mountain. So Space Mountain isn't woke, but they did make it woke though, because they change it for the not so scary Halloween party. You ride Space Mountain, and they turn all of the lights off in the ride, so it is pitch black in the coaster. And let's just say I was terrified for my life, because I know as a tall person, your head is up near all those rafters, and
Yep.
I can't see them. So I was like this the whole time. I was like, please don't kill me. That ride, as a tall person, I will say, so there's like carts, and there's like a front cart with two seats. One, it's single like rider, each row. So there's the front cart and the second cart and a third cart in like a car, like a single train or whatever. The front row and the first cart has tons of leg room, so I had no problem in that seat, other than the fact that my knees were up above my head, because it's such an awkward position you sit in. But plenty of room for my knees in that seat. It would have been less than the other one. So also, all of the cast members are incredible, because I'd be like, hey, is there a better legroom seat? And they're like, oh yeah, you want to go in that row. Like, they would just direct me. So awesome. Space Mountain was terrifying in the dark. I would have preferred it with the lights, because I like it with the lights, but I don't know. I got to experience in a way that is very rare. So, but yeah, Pirates is fun, even though they made that woke. They wokified Pirates too. Pirates of the Caribbean. They're not selling a woman anymore, so it's woke. It's a woman, like, getting a bunch of ladies together to become lady pirates. So it's woke now. And also Captain Woke Sparrow is on it.
Or at least it used to have real human bones in it.
Yeah. My favorite part, though, is when Captain Jack Sparrow screams at his wife for pooping in their bed. Anyway, as a reference to the Depp Heard trial from last year.
Oh.
Spanky did not follow that. I did not follow it
No.
either, but I did hear about the
I
pooping.
didn't, because it was fucking crazy people just being like, I don't know, it's kind of mutual abuse when Johnny Depp punched the shit out of her and she got sad about it. Like, I
Look,
don't know.
just because she poops in the bed doesn't mean that he can punch her.
Who among us hasn't fucking pooped in the bed
Anyway,
today?
it was a pretty insane thing. Anyway, and I'm trying to think of any other rides that we did. Yeah, the Big Thunder Mountain was closed. We didn't do Seven Dwarves Mine Train because we just didn't have time. And I also heard that one's impossible for tall people to not shatter your knees on. So I was kind of looking forward to not riding that one. But yeah, the Big Thunder Mountain one I think is going to be Cars themed. They're going to put Mater, on the side, that one. So anyway, that's my whole trip. It was fun. It was awesome. And it was awesome how, like, handicap accessible it was. And also, there are so many people that don't need to be in those carts that are just riding carts. I saw able-bodied men walk up and just rent a cart to ride around all day. And I might recommend it because it was very fun. Because you can zoom. And also, my wife and her friends are
My
like,
wife.
I got like 15,000 steps today. And I look at mine and I'm like, yeah, I got like 5,000 in. So I'm like, yeah, it really saves your feet, especially if you, but I mean, it's a good option if you get hurt, if your legs hurt. So yeah. There are lots of people with their own. They let you bring in your own carts too, so you can rent a third-party one. But I was able to hobble my way up to the cart rental. Wow, I'm done. We're over 2 hours as well. So does anyone else have any burning Disney questions before we end?
I hope you got it all out of your system, because now you're not allowed to talk about it ever again.
Yeah. That's fine. I did get it all on my system. I just wanted to... Disney is awesome. It is awesomely expensive, but it is awesome. You pay out the ass to get tickets, but they do treat you like royalty there when you're there. So it is nice. And then, honestly,
I've always told people to not try and save money when you're at Disney, because that's like the worst experience you could have.
But like
you're already
even
spending a shitload of money. Just like lean into it at that point.
But like the food there, not even that expensive. Like you're getting like quick service meals, like that Navi like weird blue noodle food I got. I think that poke bowl was $14. Like, that's not that different than going into like fucking what is a Noodles and Company bowl, like $11, $12 now.
Way too fucking expensive compared to what it used to be.
Exactly. So it's like, this isn't that expensive, and it's also like nice because it's got like fresh tuna in it. You know,
this is what I love about like. Sorry, this is completely.
I was talking. I just want to get my final thought on that. Is not that Disney is cheap. Yes, I think that everything else has gotten more expensive. So now it's like Disney's like
exactly. Exactly what I was about to say, which is that like I go to Chili's for like takeout and pick up from Chili's and stuff now. It used to be that'd be like, oh, I'll go there on once a week on a Friday, but now it's like, I don't know, Wendy's charges me $14 for a number 2. I can get fucking Cajun shrimp pasta from Chili's for $2 more. I'm just gonna do that instead of go to Wendy's today.
Yeah, it's kind of incredible. Like our McDonald's order, because we did the the gold menu or whatever stuff. I mean, it's like, well, to be fair, we got a shake as well, so that's an additional $5. But like, $28 for 2 people, like that's remember when McDonald's was cheap? When like when your value menu meal is $11, you're like, is this cheap?
Yeah. You can still eat cheap, but like one of the things I hate is how like it's very expensive at a lot of fast food places to get a la carte items, and it used to be like if you get a la carte, like Burger King for example, if you get a value onion ring, a Whopper, a Junior, and like a soda, that used to be like $4. But now it's like those things all individually cost $4, and if you want a Whopper Junior, you have to get the Whopper Junior meal for $7.99 or whatever. And it's like fucking. I used to be able to eat 2 meals on $7.99 whenever I was super poor, and now it's like that's the barrier to entry for getting you from like hungry to full.
Taco Bell is still the bastion of this though, because
of course,
you buy,
especially the app, holy shit.
Yes, if you buy like the Discovery box that comes with a fucking Crunch Wrap and a taco and chips and cheese and a drink, and that for like $7 or $8, and then you get like $2 menu item tacos on there, you're spending like $10 and you get like a fucking huge amount of food for $10.
Honestly, like the Discovery Luxe box or whatever it's called, that will get me from like hankering to like kind of don't want to move.
I know, and it's only like $9 for the big box.
Yeah, that's the $9 box.
And the $5 box is still pretty good. Like
that's a normal lunch for me. But it's like if I haven't had breakfast and lunch and I'm going to dinner after work and I'm going to Taco Bell, I get the Discovery Luxe, and like that will make me immobile for a little bit.
Anyway,
John's hole.
Yes, my hole.
Console.
So thank you everyone for listening. We'll be back eventually. I got every Disney comment out of my mind. I didn't ride the coaster, but my wife rode the coaster that killed a guy and lived to tell the tale.
Yes.
So
I looked up that guy, by the way, and he was born with a spinal cord issue and like basically was disabled his whole life. Yeah. And in a wheelchair. And I'm actually curious,
his credit, though, they did talk about he was a coaster enthusiast, though. He rode lots of coasters. Yeah. So
I'm like curious as far as like ADA rules of like, can they tell you not to get on it?
They can. They can't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like,
but they need to have better warnings. So that's something they changed.
Yeah. I'm actually like, I don't know whose fault it is in that case, because it's like, I know you can't just tell people fuck off, you're in a wheelchair, but also like
they'll settle.
At what point can
Yeah.
they tell you that it's unsafe? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, they'll settle with him. I mean, or with the family. I mean, it's really unfortunate. I mean, he died of blunt force trauma. He got hit in the head because he was unconscious and just his head was flying around and he hit stuff. Like, it's awful. Like he was bleeding. Like, he was bloody apparently. Like, he got. And the rides should be designed where if you pass out, you don't die. So I still think there's probably design issues with the ride. Because he did have spinal atrophy, but he was still able to move. You know what I mean? Like, he just needed a wheelchair because he couldn't walk for long periods. So it's like dude, go on the subreddit for Universal and they just, dude, if you die, the subreddit will do nothing but fucking slander you. Like, everyone's furious that the ride's closed and like joking about ambulance chasers. And it's like, dude, the guy fucking died. Is it possible that it's not safe? Like, it's possible it's not safe. It's a brand new roller coaster. Like,
it's written so it's liable.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the question of like, where is the line between we work here, you're in a wheelchair, and we were within our legal rights to tell you not to ride
his
it.
spinal issue wasn't the issue. Is that he passed out. Someone without spinal atrophy could pass out and die because the coaster apparently is too violent because it doesn't have over-the-shoulder restraints. So your whole upper body is, if you're passed out, your whole and your upper body, if you pass out, are just flying around.
Hell yeah!
So
sign me the fuck up, honestly.
Anyway, so apparently they did change the 80 or the disability requirements for that ride, so they can turn you away to a point. So they're saying if you're unable to get yourself into the seat, we can not let you ride this. So, you know, that's one way, which is understandable because it's not like, you know, if you're a person who's quadriplegic or not quadriplegic, but like paraplegic. You know, who can't get in and out of a seat, like, how can we restrain you, you know, well enough? Because you don't have leg muscles to help keep your, you know, body in a position. Fair enough. Some rides are specifically designed with specific cars that fit wheelchairs. Like, I saw that at Disney. They'd be like, here's the wheelchair seat, and they just roll you up and latch you in. Like, so there are rides that do accommodate that, but not every ride was. And then they'll say that. And I think that's fine for ADA compliance because it's like, we can't design this with everyone in mind, but we try to get as much compliance as possible. And Disney's great about that. I mean, I think there's very few rides you can't ride that because they will help you into seats. I watched
a POV video of that Star whatever rider.
Oh my god,
it looks fucking cool.
What, the Stardust Racers?
Yeah,
yeah. Because
if I died on that roller coaster, okay,
it's a twin coaster where you have two carts that are racing each other, and then they'll come by, and then there's points where they go over the top of one another and stuff. Like,
it's fucking
sick.
And like, there's one where like you both go up and you cross, then you come down backwards of each other. Yeah. It's fucking cool as hell looking.
Yeah. Anyway,
I would love that coaster.
So I was thinking if we do another summer trip, Spanky, if you wanted to come up or whatever, we could do Dollywood.
Okay.
That's kind of halfway because that's like an 8-hour drive for us. Dollywood would be fun. Or I just got a notification Midwest Gaming Classic has tickets available for next year. It's late April, like 24th through 26th.
That's in Chicago?
That is in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee,
okay. And that was awesome. John's.
Yeah, either way.
And I am going to...
If TJ goes that I can just fly to Chicago and ride with TJ.
Yeah.
100%.
I think... Well,
not that driving was that
I'm telling you this right now, 100%. Lauren and I are going to be getting a hotel room, and we are going to be getting the VIG, a Very Important Gamer ticket, where you get the NES cartridge badge, and you get to go to the after party because she was incredibly disappointed that she didn't get to drink with Hornswoggle because like all of the guests and stuff are at the party, and it's like so I want to do that because I got like drunk Mario Kart and stuff. So
I'm tempted to do it, but maybe I'm gonna bring less of my kids.
It's expensive. The Very Important Gamer. It's not crazy. It's $190 for the whole weekend and the after party, and it comes with like a swag bag. So it's a lot, but it's also like when I'm thinking about like I just spent almost $190 to go one day to one Disney park. You know, like
exactly.
You know, for 3 days of unlimited gaming, basically. Anyway, all right, we need to end. We'll think about it.